Plastics. Ini nggak apa-apa. Look at the butter. Okay. There's no butter inside that one. Sure.
Welcome to the final session tonight. I hope you have been enjoying the summit so far. As we're about to start the final section, I want to appreciate you all. I'm so glad that we are talking about the final section today. It has been so good and awesome. We really appreciate all of you. We'll start in the next 1 minute. Okay, great. We want to welcome you to the final session tonight. And I'm going to take this section alongside with other two powerful speakers. I believe that you can hear me right now. So if you can hear me and you can see my screen, just say that quickly. Say I can hear you, I can see your screen. I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, so if you can see my screen, I just say I can see your screen. If you can hear me loud and clear, put it on the group chat. I can see your screen, I can hear you. I'm going to take us through a quick journey tonight. Very good. Joanne say good now. Awesome. Oluwafisayo say I can hear you and see your screen. Very good. Great. We are good to go tonight. I want you to be focused tonight. I will be sharing with us a whole lot of information and opportunities that will take us to a new level. If you have not received grant before, this is the time for you to sit down right. I'm going to share secrets with you that will take you to next level. So let's go on the ride. I started this sharing with us on the first day on this subject of asserting grants opportunities. And I went through my profile. So I will do that quickly now. I'm a serial entrepreneur, international business planning and development consultant. I'm a speaker, trainer, author, blogger, network marketing professional. In 2020, my organization was certified by SMEDA and EDC. In 2020, I was also privileged to be part of the Special Executive Master's Program in Business Administration by Metropolitan School of Business Management and United Kingdom. In this year, 2020, I was selected as mentor for Teach Nigeria. And also in 2018 to 2019, I was part of the MSME business trainer and coaching advisor at GIZ. GIZ is a German corporation project. In 2018, I registered and started as the executive director of the Additional Empowerment and Development Initiative. In 2018, I was part of the yearly RSC online quad 9. In 2017, I was part of the fellow of Inspire Africa trainer program. That was the program that I met my mentor, Mene Blessing, that I'm going to talk about his book now. In 2016, I was a fellow of Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. In 2016, I started the Business Hub. And in 2015, I'm part of Top Innovative Entrepreneurs. It's a program that was like my first major grant. It was a training by Lagos Business School, and I won a training grant of over ₦1 million. So I also finished from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. So this is a picture of me at the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. This is another picture when I went to Lagos Business School. This is when this year, where I had a master's in business administration, special executive masters. We had this program in the United Arab Emirates and the branch of the school in United Kingdom. This is where we had the program. So my question to you is 30 years ago, who are these people? And 30 years to come, who will you become? It's a question that I want you to ask on your own. 30 years ago, who are these people? 30 years from now, who are you going to become? You need to decide to become great. I have put all these great people together for this program because I know destiny of somebody here is going to transform and change because of information you are accessing to and the association you are belonging to. So the business opportunity for this summit, there are two of them, Norland and recharge and get paid. If you have heard about it before, but you don't know how to do it well, I will show you practically how to go about it. But I will not end everything in this presentation. In our WhatsApp group, or if you chat me privately, I will send you more of this information. So I think that's what we will do. I will send you more of this information, but let's move on. Grants opportunity, secrets of accessing the grants. So this is my mentor's book, The Winning Streak, 40 proven secrets on how to raise money for my business and how you too can do the same. The book is 3,000 naira. Chat me up on this number to buy it, and you we will arrange how you can pick it up from our office in Lagos, or how it can be delivered to you anywhere you are in Nigeria. Mind you, you are going to pay for your delivery. You are going to pay for your delivery. So anywhere you are, Kaduna, Katsina, Abuja, we send it to you through public transport or GIG logistics. If you are outside the country, we'll send you the Amazon link where you can buy it. And if you want the physical copy, we can also arrange that for you. So the first level of preparation, get a smartphone, have an email address, get a laptop. I can tell you that for this summit, we have over 1,000 people that are registered. But how many people are here now? 21 out of over 1,000 people that are registered. We know that in third world, like in this side of the world, data is something that looks like bottled water that can finish. But in the first world, data is actually like ocean of water that can carry goods, transport different items and all that. So if you want to break from the limit of the third world, then you must have unlimited access to data, to internet connectivity. If we don't have internet connectivity, we cannot host this program. That people are joining from all over the world. We have a lot of people here. Yesterday we have people from UK. Today we have somebody from Switzerland, and we recognize you. And look at the power of technology. So if you want to really apply for grants, loans, you must have internet connection, have a good laptop, have a good phone. Those are the things. If you are about to go for NYC or you are a student, tell your parents to buy you a laptop and to buy you a good phone. If they need to go and take loan for that, let them take loan. I'm serious with what I'm saying. Let them take loan to buy you a laptop. Let them take a loan to get you a good phone that can access the internet. That is the tool of the 21st century to break chains of limitation. He said, if you are born poor, you must not die poor. If you must not allow your background to put your back to the ground. How do you break shame from this? From some of these things I'm sharing with you right now. So you need to come up with an idea. A lot of ideas have been shared in this program. It could be for profit, it could be new, it could be an existing, it could be an NGO. Once you have this idea, you need to create a brand around it. You can see our telecommunication brand, you can see ShopRite, you can see water brand. Then the next thing is you register with business name and idea with corporate affairs commission. Like I told you, there is free CSC registration going on now, and I will do practical for you. Like I said, I will show you where to get all these things. Business name, limited liability, your NGO, you can register it. Then you get TIN number for your business. I've actually sent, I'm going to send this slide to the WhatsApp groups by the end of this presentation. So open a corporate account for your business. In our organization, or this in the last few days, like 2 days ago, We actually got a grant from Facebook. Yes, we got a grant from Facebook. You'll be hearing that Facebook used to give people grants, or there was a time that they came out with application. But one of the criteria is that you must have a corporate account where they can pay to. They will not pay into your individual account. So before this year runs out, register your business, open a corporate account for it. If that's the only thing you can get from this program, please get it. It will be a great milestone for you. If you don't do that, you are not going to access quality grants opportunity. Like I said, I'm going to do practicals for you. These things are not theory. Number 6, write a full detailed business plan. In our organization, we are doing Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Between now and Monday, you can get our business plan that you can edit on your own for just 5,000 naira. So some of you have been paying already. Thank you very much. Before I forget, the recordings of this summit, you can also pay for it. It's just 3,000 naira if you pay between today and tomorrow. After tomorrow, the replay will be 5,000 naira, and we are not going to go below that. So the minimum is 5,000 naira. But if you pay between today and tomorrow, then you get it for 3,000 naira. A lot of people have been paying, and that's the reason why we want to emphasize this, so that you will say you didn't hear this. So since the first day, second day, the third day, the replay is just 3,000 if you pay between today and tomorrow, and afterwards it will be 5,000. The other thing we prepare for this summit is a certificate. You can actually access our certificate for 2,000 naira if you have been part of this summit, and we are taking attendance every day of this summit. The last session we took pictures. So if you want our certificate, you must attend at least 70% of the sessions before you can get it. So it's 2,000 naira. So for the business plan, executive summary, business description, product and services, marketing analysis, you will see all this in our sample business plan that we are selling to you for 5,000 naira. Competitors, analysis, sales and marketing plan, operational plan, management plan, financial plan, and projection. So what we are saying is that if you are going into bakery, for example, we have done all the analysis for you. But it might be for Lagos and you are in Abuja, then you have to now find a way to tweak it and reflect your personal self, reflect your personal location, and some other things that will be reflected. Now, these already written business plans, we have over 100 of them. I've dropped the link in the WhatsApp group, but if you want new ones, we can do for you if yours is not part of the over 100 that we have. And we sell this business plan for 20,000 naira, and we can now do a customized one for you that you can also pay in dollars. And if you we've had a business plan that we did and we charge close to ₦1 million for 950,000 naira thereabout. So it depends on the level you are thinking, the level you want to do your business, and all that, because you cannot charge the same thing. Somebody that is doing a business plan that all your business, the worth of your business is no more than 3 million, and somebody that wants to do a business that is 300 million cannot charge the same thing. So those are the things. So look for grant opportunities. And where will you look for them? Go to our website, diradiclay.com. We share. Opportunitydex.org. We share. Opportunities for Africa. We share. You can screenshot this so that you can go for it after now. Tony Elumelu Foundation grant is also around the corner. Application will start by 1st of January. In fact, all of you here, I dropped my phone number the other time. I want you to chat me up privately. This Tony Elumelu grant, you must win it by 2021. It's compulsory for you. You cannot be in this summit and not win grants. It's not possible. It's not just possible that you are in this summit and you will not win grants, you will not access information. So one of our team members will type my number again. ensure that you private chat me. If you are here tonight, ensure that you private chat me. We only have 23 people, so I can work with the 23 of you to access grants come 2021. Your life must be transformed. Your life must be different. What you are doing here is a sacrifice. And somebody that is not here, that did not come, that is just buying the audio, will not have access to this one-on-one coaching I want to do for you, and you are getting it free of charge. So ensure that you private chat me privately. If you are on this call section, private chat me. Let's work with you. If you have won grant before, then we can work together on how to take your business to the next level. This is what I do for a living: business development consulting, and people pay us big money for it. But you will be accessing this almost for free. So the next one, this is theprice.org. You can access $10,000 for your business. We have this article here, Connect Nigeria. Like I said, I will send you this slide to you. So let's go for tips for winning grants. I want you to sit tight now and be ready to win grants. You need to win grants in 2021. You need to win grants. And we have explained that grant is not just money, that grants could be training, grants could be um, money, it could be material things and all that. So have a good knowledge of the problem you are solving and be able to communicate it. Most of us, we cannot communicate the problem we are solving. You must be able to communicate the problem you are solving. Develop a compelling solution that is innovative. Start the solution to show proofs. Most of you, you want to collect loan, you want to collect grants, and your business is not registered, you don't have a website. One of our speakers gave us opportunity to get a discount on website. If you want that, you can private chat me. You must start with anybody that will fund you, want to see what you have done. You must start with your own money. Somebody was looking for loan that is 100% guarantee. The first thing is first go and look for a problem you want to solve. Maybe a particular company, they need a particular product and they will now give you LPO. If you don't have any problem you are solving that people are ready to part away with money to them, then you are not going to get the support you need. So start the solution to show proofs. Have a compelling story about yourself, your team, and your board. So people want to hear your story. I could remember when I started out and I finished from school, I couldn't even afford 40,000 naira to rent a room apartment for myself. I couldn't afford 40,000 naira. I looked for money. I called all my networks. They could not even raise me 40,000 naira for my business. I mean, for the house that I want to get, a room apartment. But after a month later, I look inward. What can I do? I can write business plan. And prior before that time, I've written business plan that we submitted for a program called You Win. We submitted that program, that application. I was not selected, but fortunately for my friend, he was selected. His name is Tabmat. His business is now located in Osun State. He was selected, and I was the one that helped him with the financials. He wrote his business plan himself. I reviewed it, and I work on the financials. So it was that story of the fact that my friend won that I used to launch out my business plan writing career. And today, we have more than 22 people full-time and volunteer staffs that work with us. Most of the time, a lot of these people, they work remotely, so they don't come to office every day. So have a compelling story about yourself, your team, and your board. Come up with the list of funders and past awardees in your niche. So you need to come up with list of funders. Let me tell you a story of how I won Tony Elumelu grant. Tony Elumelu grant, the first edition, I applied. but my idea was not selected. So I did not win the first time I applied. The second time I applied, I tweaked my idea a little, and that was how I was selected for this grant opportunity. And that was it. So the fact that you have applied for 3 years, they didn't pick you, does not mean that by 2021 you should not reapply again. If you believe that it's your grant, then you need to reapply. So list of funders, who are the people that will fund you? When you go to those websites I share with you, you see list of funders there. Now, more tips to winning grants. Now, all these points are in Many Blessings book. That's the reason why, if you are listening to me, you must get that book before the end of this year. Get that book because you want to position and plan for this for 2021. Understand the eligibility criteria and selection. Everybody knows what they are looking for. Funders, they have criteria. You must ask yourself, do you qualify? Then get past winners and ask them questions ask questions from them. People that have won this particular grant, if it's Tony Elumelu, people that have won it before, ask them questions. Let them help you to review your application. Number 3, learn how to pitch. A lot of you people don't know how to pitch. You need to learn how to pitch. In Tony Elumelu grant now is a component that has just been introduced, and this pitching will happen either virtually or physically. They couldn't implement it during this year because of the COVID, and definitely they will implement it in 2021. Have a solid budget. Always use templates given to you. So they will ask you, how much do you need? They will ask you to come up with a budget. So always have a budget. Be a master of writing and submitting grants application. So somebody was asking a question in the last session that you have been trying to apply, but you don't know how to write. Please get Many Blessings book and it will solve your problem. Then chat me up privately. These are other loan opportunity. Lagos State Employment Fund. If you are in Lagos, this is a loan for you. GoFin is also a loan opportunity. Ashoka is a grant opportunity. BOI is a loan opportunity. Like I said, you have access to this slide after now. So always review your write-up for any grant opportunity with a professional. So my company help people to review their grants application. So you can always contact us to review. We'll charge you for it. It's not free. Then there are inside laws of business grant application. Believe that you can win. That is faith. Some of us, when we submit for an application, even if it is a job opportunity, as you are submitting like this, you're already doubting, will they pick me? It's a very bad way to apply for opportunities. Be positive even if you don't win. That is determination and persistence. Be connected with people with information. Be connected with people with information. Very, very important. Very, very important. So the next thing is apply. You need to apply for opportunities. So get connected to a mentor. You will see that I came here with a lot of my mentors. Dr. Habib is my mentor. Bibi Bumiakwankwa is my mentor. Many Blessing is my mentor. Yesterday we have Mr. Stephen Dada is my mentor in the development space. He's my mentor in the development space. He has over 16 years of experience working with multinationals to implement projects that will impact SMEs in Nigeria. So he's my mentor and my role model. And currently we are working on a project. By the time it comes up, you will see that those projects is impacting life. So get connected to a mentor, somebody that is successful. Look for successful people. Successful people will share with you insight, concept, ideas of how you can go about what you are doing. If you are a fashion designer, it's not compulsory that your mentor also must be a fashion designer. It's not compulsory. but your mentor must be successful. If you come to me, for example, you're a fashion designer, you want me to mentor you, the first thing I will do is to look at my networks. Who are the successful fashion designer in my networks? I will begin to link you up. That is how mentor help people. So they don't have to compulsorily be in that field, but they must be successful. Successful. Your mentor, you don't want to have a poor man as your mentor. Is they going to mentor you into poverty? See Dr. Habib that I brought to you. Dr. Habib has mentored me for more than 6-7 years. And I can tell you, it's not that we see every day. I have finished all his over 20 books. I will still show us his books and how to get it. Over 20 books, business books, development books that he has done. So as I begin to round up, write a proposal for your idea. If your proposal is always good for NGO, proposal is always good for NGO. So if your idea is NGO inclined, you need a project proposal. And these are what it will cover: your cover letter, abstract or executive summary, problem statement, mentors, method to meet the needs, monitoring and evaluation, project, program, sustainability, institution, and budget. Now we have a training in my organization. We call it business planning training course. This business plan training course, we call it business plan training combo also. This course is 20,000 naira to access it, but for the purpose of this program, the course will be 5,000 naira. We have videos like this we have done, we have samples we have put together, we have slides, we have financial models. You have access to it for the purpose of this summit for just 5,000 naira. If you want it, just private chat me. We are not going to be announcing it in the WhatsApp group because a lot of them are not here now, and because you are here, you need to benefit. Because you are here, you need to do what? You need to benefit. So your NGO must have thematic area. We call it team: education, girl child, climate, economic empowerment, drug rehabilitation, health, and all that. So your non-profit must belong to SDG, Sustainable Development Goal. There are 17 of them. You must find yourself around it. Tony Elumelu will not even give you a grant if you are not among these 17 SDGs. So these are the 17. No poverty, zero hunger. You can read about it. You can study about it. Good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth. Like in Diradesloe Business Hub, what we do is decent work and economic growth. And also we are in no poverty and zero hunger. People in agriculture, there is zero hunger. They don't want us to go hungry. So they must produce. All right. And we have life on land, life below water, partnership for the goals. So you must, your idea or your business, your NGO must belong to any of this. So develop a website or blog site for your idea. It could be free or paid one. We help people to set up blog at Diradesloe Business Hub. So with 50,000 naira for the purpose of this summit, you can set up your blog for 50,000 naira. If you want to access that from our mentor, please private chat me after this summit. So you need to subscribe to email list of this website. I showed us this yesterday for some of us that were around. I showed us this yesterday. It is not every opportunity you should apply for, but the one that fits your business idea. Now, there are some grants I will never apply for. For example, grants in the energy space. I'm not in energy, so I will never apply. If I apply, they will not pick me. So those are the ideas. At the end of this information, I will list our organization and their website where you can apply for. Like I've said, most applications have their own question and the way they want you to answer them, and they have techniques. for it. Most times you get rejection letters, but you have to use it as a learning period. You know, I've shared this story that my idea was rejected the first time when I applied for Tony Elumelu grant, and it was successful the second time. So with your business plan, you can approach your family and friends to be an investor in your business, or you can borrow money from them. So the main thing is that you need to show them the benefits. Don't ever go to family and friends as a beggar. Go there as someone that has something, opportunity to offer. Most of us, the way people see us, they look at us as like we are begging. No, go there with value. Don't go there with begging. Go there with value. People have money. You see, when you see people, you see money. Anywhere you don't see people, you don't see money. But once you see people, you see money. Any village you get to and there is no bank in that village, don't stay there. But if there is bank there, anywhere there is bank, money is there, money. So when you see people, you see money. You can take your business plan to commercial bank, and you need collateral for that, you need guarantor. That's the reason why somebody was asking that is it a sure loan? This is how you can get a sure loan. If you are going to bank and you don't have collateral, you don't have guarantor, they will not give you. So you need all these things. But the easiest way to raise fund, do you want to hear? It is to raise it from yourself. Sell any major asset you have to start your business. Some of us, we have cars that we can sell to start our business. But you are doing big man, big woman, and your idea is suffering. Some of you, you can save money to start your idea. You don't need to be looking for money from outside. Money from outside will come when you have started something. But because you are just starting out, what I will ask you to do is go and learn a skill, high income skill. That's what they call it. My business plan writing skill now is high income skill. I don't need anything than my brain, my laptop to type, and I will generate money. So our question for you, all our participants, do you have high income skill? If it's yes, type the skill and let me see if it is really high income or not. Mine is business plan writing, is high income skill. I can charge as high as 1 million naira to write business plan. So for you, what is your own high income skill? I'm looking at the group chat now. Drop it, your high income skill. This is how you will raise money. Your high income skill. If you don't have, just say no, I don't have. If you have, say yes, I have, and tell me, and I will tell you if it is high income skill or not. Quickly, let's do that. High income skills. The reason why you are looking for money is because you don't have high income skills. The day you have high income skills, you will be delivered forever. Business to business linkages. Okay, business to business, you connect business to business together. Okay, I don't have. Thank you for telling us the truth. Videography and video editing. Okay, so you can get different contracts. You can get wedding contracts, events, and all that. Training and development, very good. Graphic design, in fact, graphic design is an high income making skills. You know the reason? You can generate money at will. Once you get customer, the reason why you are in customer is you are in business is to attract customer and keep them. Attract customer and keep them. Do you know the person that designed the event, for design the graphic for this event? Do you know how much he charged us for branding this event for us? Do you know how much he charged us? I'm sure all the work within 3 hours he will finish all the work. But do you know how much he charged us? He charged us real money. And because we know the value we wanted, we have to engage that person to do that preliminary work before our volunteers begin to do those work that he has started. and our volunteers are doing a great job. We will soon start recognizing them before I end my section. Computer operations. Yes, I'm a programmer. Awesome, 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 awesome. All form of fabrication. Awesome, awesome. So the question now is, how can you generate customer for this service that you are rendering? You remember I said service. I don't want to hear that it's because of no laptop or because of no shop. That's the reason why I cannot sell. No, you can start from your house. Sportswear making. Very good. So you need to improve on this high income generating skill. You need to improve on it. How do you improve on it? Currently, I'm doing my doctorate of business administration. What am I doing? I'm increasing my value, my perception in the marketplace. When you invite me and I charge you and I tell you that I have doctorate in business administration, you will drop your money. There is no way you will not drop your money. And I know how much I'm investing into that program. It's a 3-year program. I started this year. 3-year program is a lot of money. But I know that once I'm done, then I can charge all the money that I use for the program. I can charge it in one day or in one transaction. That is the level I'm building myself. So the skill you have now, what are you doing to enhance it? What are you doing to enhance it? So you need, if you are working currently, you need to save your salary to raise up your startup capital. You need to save. As I begin to round up this so that I can do some practical, then take some questions before the next session, because I know our speaker for the next session will be around. So the easiest way to raise fund is to raise it from yourself by saving. How do you get money? By working. It's not compulsory you start as an entrepreneur, go and work somewhere and get money. A lot of us say you don't have money, you don't have money. You have time, you have 2 hands, you have 1 head, you have eyes, you have ears, you have mouth, and you cannot go and offer all this for a service somewhere where they will pay you. You must do that. You must do that. That is how to get your first level of money. Don't let anybody deceive you. Nobody will give you money. Nobody will give you, will just dash you money. You must work for it. Once you work for it, then you can now begin to save and invest your capital. So for young people just about to start, don't focus on borrowing. Somebody say borrowing leads to sorrowing. You don't want to sorrow, so don't borrow. Make your money first. Don't start with borrowed money. If you are starting with borrowed money, that is negative. You don't want to start something from minus when you can start from 1. If you start from minus, before you get to 1, it will take you a longer time. So go and work. I know you are an entrepreneur, but go and work somewhere. Let them pay you. Then you save your money to start your own. Very simple. Some of my mentors, they work in banking for 5 years before they start their own business. Just few of us are privileged to just volunteer with 1 or 2 mentors, and they are not paying us, and we started like that, and we are where we are today. So focus on service side of your business. Learn a skill and trade with it. That is what we just did. Use your personal money to start the business. Reach out to family and friends to support your business. Look for grants opportunity. Look for venture capitalists and angel investor. Look for loan, and when the business grows big. Let me tell you a secret. Do you know that till today, banks are still chasing Dangote to come and collect loan? Why? He already has money. No wonder the good book says that the person that have, we have more. The person that said he did not have, even the one that you have, it will be collected from you. Dangote today, banks and the financial institution, they are going to him that we have this facility, come and take it, sir. When you have money, banks will look for you to come and take loan. By that time, you will not need it. But do you know what? Even by that time, you will still take it. You will take money you don't need. That is how big people play. Don't look for loan when you don't have money. Look for loan when you have money, because there's something we call credit history, credit worthy. You don't want to get to a situation that you take a loan and you cannot pay back. It will mar your credit history. Now, what do rich people do? When they have money, they go and take loan, they pay back. They take loan, they pay back. The day they will need the loan, let's say you will need 100 million in the next 5 years. Now you are taking 3 million, you are paying it back, even though you already have 10 million in savings. You are taking 3 million, you are paying it back. Take 5 million, you pay it back in space of 6 months, 1 year, you are paying it back. The day you write an application for 100 million, they will give it to you. They will say he has credit history, he's credit worthy, he has been paying back his loan all these years. Let's give him big money. But if you don't have anything and you go and take loan, if anything happens to that money, then your credit history is gone. So document your business, keep records, take pictures. You see all this in Many Blessings book. You need to document your pictures. You will see that in the last session, we have to take pictures. We are recording this section. We are recording this section, and we are doing a lot for this section. So what are we doing for that? We are ensuring that all these things that we are doing are well documented. They are well documented, very, very important. We have to document what we are doing. And apart from the fact that we are documenting this to put this together as a product, after this event we sell, beyond that, we are also documenting to show some people we want to support this program in the nearest future. They want to know what we have done. And these are the things we can show them. So document your work. So Many Blessings book, all of you here, you must get it. So put down my number now, chat me up on WhatsApp. We will arrange how you will get this book. It's 3,000 naira. We will arrange how to get this book. This is the book you need to access grants. The secrets that you will need to access these things, they are there. So start small, grow big, think big, and grow fast. So the world is moving so fast that there are days when people say it can't be done, it's interrupted by people who is doing it. So questions. So before you ask questions, let's do some practical before the next session comes up. Let's do some practical. Don't worry. After the next two speakers, I will still spend some time with you to entertain your questions. Just ensure you load your data. The reason why you are here is that we can interact together. You understand now? So by the time we are done with this last session, you know this is the last session. So you don't need to rush anywhere. You need to just sit down and get all the best you can from this program. So I will go online now. I will share my screen to I will share my screen. So if you can see Dr. Habib's website, please say I can see. You can see this website, say I can see, I can see, I can see. Can you see this website? 110academy.com. Can you see it? Somebody should help us to type that website. I can see. Okay. So I want to show you my mentor's book. 110academy.com. This is Dr. Habib that we said he has written a lot of books. So this is his organization website. The organization is doing a seminar by January. This book is very important to us. You see, this book is 200 naira. The physical copy is not 200 naira. The physical copy is close to 3,000. But you can access the e-books here. That's the reason why I'm coming here. So look at another one, Law of Money. This is Money and Law of Attraction. Stress, executive stress management. So this is what I do for people. If you want Dr. Habib's book and you have like 10,000 to 15,000, just chat me up on WhatsApp. I will organize this book for you and send it to you, and it will be delivered to you. You pay for the transportation fee anywhere you are in the world. The books are over 20 books. There are over 20 books. Let me take us through. This is 202 golden nugget. This is very powerful. This is another one. This is another one. So just get the website down. This book is a great book. How to build a great life. So this is Dr. Habib's website. And if you want to order his book from amazon.com, you can also do that. So just type Dr. Habib on Amazon. You will see some of his books. So you can buy on your Kindle edition and all that. He has a lot of books. You can see some of his books. Love Yourself, Pay Yourself First, and all that. So this is the first information I'm giving to us. The first day, one of our mentor, Bibi Bumiakwankwa, sent us links. If you are here, not here on the first day, we asked one of our team members to share Bibi Akwankwa's website link where you can download the information from the first day. So that is that. So the next opportunity I want to show you is called Recharge and Get Paid. This is the website here. This opportunity, if you have heard of Recharge and Get Paid before, just drop it. Say, I've heard of Recharge and Get Paid. If you are hearing it for the first time, say, this is my first time of hearing it. Let's quickly do that on the comment section. If you are a member of Recharge and Get Paid, say, I'm a member. If you are not a member, say, I'm not a member. I want to share with you some secrets. I've heard about it, but you have I've heard of, but not a member. Okay, very good, very good. I'm going to show you how this business, the Recharge and Get Paid business, how this year I made a lot of money. Then I was rewarded 500,000 naira for it. Somebody say, I'm a member. Okay, our next speaker is already here. Thank you for being here. We are glad. Just give us about 10 to 15 minutes. We will tidy up this section. Okay, somebody say, okay, I'm not a member. I've had it. All right. It will not be out of sight for me to say, if you are here tonight and you are recharging your phone, you are recharging your data to be watching me now, and you are not getting paid for it, that it is not a good position to be. How did I got in contact with Recharge and Get Paid? Every year in my every month in my organization, we spend close to 30,000 naira on airtime. Either we use it for calling or we convert it to airtime or to data. But my bank has not given me a dime before. So somebody introduced to me Recharge and Get Paid. And that was how I started getting paid for using airtime. And that was how, when you recharge 100 naira, you get 2 naira back. You know, the way what I said to myself, if I can get 2 naira, then I can get 2 million. If I can get 2 million, I can get 200 million. Anything can give me 2 naira, then I can get money from it. So I will share with you another slide of how I have been celebrated to access the money from which I get paid. Can you see this? If you can see this, type what you can see. If you can see this, type what you can see. You can see, what can you see here? What can you see? You can see recharge and get paid. Type what you can see 500K. This year I qualified for this money and it was paid to me. It was paid to me. That's the reason why we can organize this kind of summit. If we are not making money, we cannot organize this kind of summit. We know how much we host Zoom to increase our Zoom capacity, because we actually plan that at least over 500 people will be live on this session, because we already have over 1,000 people that are registered. So we have to increase our capacity. If we are not making money, we will not be able to do all this. We will not be able to, because we are accessing this free of charge. In our trainings, we charge a lot for it. We don't do free stuff. We charge for it. So this year I qualified for this, for recharge and get paid. And if you know how to do this business very well, you can qualify for it. These are some of this presentation. Don't worry, I will send this to you. But like I said, I have 31 people here. I will want you to personally private chat me. I will send it to you. I will not give it to everybody because they will not know the value. You are here now burning your data, so you know the value of what I'm sharing with you. So the telecommunication business is a business that we thrive in recession. Whether there is money or no money, you must make call, you must have data. You understand now? I always, any business I want to do, I always look at them very well before I join. All right, and look at how much Nigeria spent on airtime in 2018. 3.15 trillion. Who contributed that money together? Your money is there. 3.15 trillion. How much of that money comes into your pocket? This year now, I can tell you that 500K from airtime business globally in Nigeria has come into my pocket. I can tell you that. Why? Because of leverage. One thing I want you to take away from my session and this summit generally is you must leverage. You must leverage. So if you are watching us on YouTube, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For some of you watching us live on YouTube now, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We greatly appreciate that. So turn your cell phone into an airtime, an ATM rather. Turn your cell phone to ATM. You know the reason why I like doing some of these businesses and showing to people that you can actually make it from some of these things. Some people will start. After 2 months, they lose focus. Remember Dr. Habib's session, his last word among those top 10 things you should focus on is focus. This recharge and get paid, I've been focusing on it for close to 2 years now. 2 years I've been focusing on this. All the airtime you will use for this summit and data we use from this summit is for recharge and get paid. All of them I didn't buy from bank. I bought from this panel. And what is recharge and get paid doing for us? They are selling to us franchise. If you want to go on your own to MTN, to Glo, to do this, you will spend a lot of money. But recharge and get paid has given us that franchise. Now, how much do you need to join? Let me just quickly show us that. How much do you need to join? Don't worry, I will send this slide to you. How much do you need to join? Okay, this is it. So we have 100,000 as executive platinum member. This is the highest, and this is what you should target when you are joining. You know, many blessings says, don't do small business, don't market small people, don't market poor people. go for 100K. If you successfully register for this and you bring somebody that will register for 100K, do you know your profit or your commission? Your commission is 20K. So if you successfully get somebody that register with 100K, that means your effort is well rewarded. We have 50K, 40K, 30K, 20K, 10K, and 5K. I have done series of videos on this on YouTube. I will show us our YouTube channel now. I've done series of videos on it, so we'll send to you. If you are interested, just chat me up on my phone number. We'll send you all the information. Chat me up on my number if you are interested in recharge and get paid. That is all I will say about recharge and get paid. Then the final opportunity today, before I bring in our next speaker, she's already here. The final opportunity is an opportunity that I started together with Recharge and Get Paid. I started the two opportunities together. So it's always good to do something that mentors recommend. These two opportunities, I recommend them any day, anytime. I have benefited from it and I can recommend it. The next one is Noland. Noland is health and wellness business. It's health and wellness business. This one, you need more money to do it. Is you need a lot of money to do this, and I will explain to you now. I will just go through their marketing plan. Anybody that have interest, you private chat me. I will send you all this slide, all the information you need to study. One thing I tell people, any opportunity you see, the first thing is study it. Then when you learn it, then you can now begin to earn. A lot of people, they just want to earn, they don't want to study. In this kind of business I'm showing you, personal development is number one thing. Study. If you don't like studying and learning, then the business is not for you. So you can save money, you can say good family, you can say all this. And the next thing is, if I show you an opportunity with a minimum of capital of 87,000 naira, now the minimum you can use to register on this business is 87,000, and you can make as high as 600K weekly, 30 million yearly. There are people doing this in this business. So do you desire financial freedom? If your answer is yes, then join Noland. So why Noland? These are the reason why you should join Noland. But I want to show us something. What you need to join. You need to be a senior member. You need 87,000 naira. Bronze, you need 167,000. Silver, you need 350,000. Gold, you need 700,000. Diamond member, you need 1.35 million. My people, tonight, I'm glad to let you know that I'm a diamond member of this business. So we are not playing small, we are playing big. And I'm going to show you that this current yesterday were the car award for this business, and I'm going to go to Facebook now and show you some of the car awards that people were given in this business. I hope that by the end of 2021 I will be able to qualify for 2 or 3 SUV cars. I'm just telling you because most of us, when we see opportunity like this, we don't apply success principle. We just see it, we run away. We don't stay there for long. We don't learn it. We don't learn from mentor. We don't have role models. We don't have people in all the 2 business that I've shown you. I have role models that have made over 150 million in Recharge and Get Paid. Mentors. When you hear them talk, they motivate you. In Noland, in fact, my own direct boss yesterday got 2 SUV from Noland. So let me just stop this and go straight away to Facebook to show you some of the celebration we had yesterday in Nolan. So let me do that quickly. I will show us now. These are some of our members that have received 2 SUV cars in this business. So I'm going to search for Lilia. Lilia Patrick. Okay, let me search for okay. This is my boss that received 2 SUV cars yesterday. Can you see the pictures? I'm going to blow it up now. Can you see the picture? If you can see the picture, say I can see it. This is live yesterday. This is yesterday program I'm showing you. Can you see it? If you can see it, just type I can see it. Type I can see it. So please, I need RAGP presentation. Yes, private chat me. I will send it to you. I can see this is yesterday. This is yesterday from Noland. This is yesterday from Noland at 10 degrees in Oregon, Ikeja. I was there live. This is my boss that received 2 SUVs yesterday. She received 2 SUVs yesterday. So let's look for more pictures. She will share all of them. I trust that she will share all the celebration picture. Can you see this one? Can you see this? These are successful people that have done well in this business. Can you see car? Nolan car. It's not audio car. I will show you live cars now. This one is not audio car. Can you see it? Anything? See, these people receive cash promo, 500,000 naira only. Cash promo. Can you see it? Can you see the SUV car? Can you see that it's not an audio car? Can you see it? I think this will be okay. Let's hear the. Can you see the cars? I was there live yesterday. Can you see the cars? Now, let me now shock you. These people collected this car in the space of 3 years. 3 years. They collected this car in the space of 3 years. The company in Nigeria is just 3 years. You can see it now. Okay, because of our time, don't worry. If you any of this business you want to join, just private chat me. I will train you. I will give you all the information. You know, we say it's first learning, then earning. You need to learn. When I joined online, I learned this business for like 6 months. I'm telling you, because I was not even available for learning. But when I saw this opportunity, then I begin to see how these things are really changing people's life. Do you know that Nolan has given out over 300 cars in the space of 3 years of joining this business? So somebody want to say, what do they sell? Okay, let me quickly show you what they sell, and that will lead us to our next speakers. I will introduce her. What do they sell? Like I said, is health and wellness business. Health and wellness business. And this will lead us to our next speaker that will be talking about health. Your health is very important. Your health is very important. So, Noline is health and wellness business. I want to show you some products. This is GI. reduces blood pressure, increases heart rate, and increases heart rate, increase heart, manages anxiety, prevent cancer, and all that. If you look at other products, this is Barack Obama. He gave award to that product I showed you in the White House when he was there in 2016. Can you imagine that this person, who is this person? Who can guess? This person that I'm showing, who is this person? Okay, looks like the current president of the United States. Then they look alike. Let's move on to let you know that this Clinton. That picture is Clinton. We have peptide, we have calcium, iron, and zinc. We have Vision Vita. This Vision Vita has helped a lot of people with glaucoma, uh, and cataract. It has really helped a lot of people. They didn't join the business, they just bought the product. All right, immune capsule. So if you want all these slides, just private chat me. You have my contact already. I will show you. Let me introduce our next speaker. Sorry, I've taken a lot out of your time, but you are coming up live now. So let's introduce our next speaker. She will be talking about health, how it affects our income, influence, and impact. So let's have her to just greet the house for some seconds before we introduce our profile. Hello, Ma, you are welcome, Ma. Yes, alive. Just say hi to the house, then we read your profile.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here this evening.
Thank you. So I will quickly run through her profile so that she can start right away. So Omowumi Fadairo is a registered nurse and midwife. Bagged a bachelor's degree in nursing science at Obafemi Awolowo University due to her insatiable hunger for knowledge and passion for excellence. She is currently pursuing a master's degree in nursing science at the same institution. She is a maternal and child health advocate and currently practicing at University of Medical Science Teaching Hospital Complex, Ondo State. Her eventual career goal is to be family health nurse consultant and a life coach. Omowumi is also known as the creative nursepreneur. She is an entrepreneur in the social impact space and in the business world. She is the director at Omowumi Fadairo Health and Empowerment Initiative, a non-governmental organization funded with a vision to impact young people at the school and community level by providing relevant and timely information capable of provoking and sustaining positive health behaviors, as well as providing mentorship in order to achieve a balanced success in life. She's a Christian and an advocate of extraordinary living. Omowumi loves writing, speaking, and meeting new people, and mostly young people. She's going to talk to us tonight on healthy living, how your health affects your impact, influence, and income. Let's give Omowumi a louder welcome, and let's give her a clapping emoji on the group chat. You are welcome, ma, and you have the floor right now.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm so delighted to be here. It's a great privilege that I do not take for granted. I'm very grateful. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, thank you very much. And then, just like I've been introduced, and I'm Omomi Fadairo, a registered nurse. So I'm sure that we have been enjoying the previous sections on building income, impact, and influence. I hope you've been enjoying it. Are we
Yes,
together?
enjoying it. Yes, they are all
Yeah.
muted. They can hear you, but you cannot hear them until we give them the opportunity.
All right, no problem. I actually have been following too, although not fully, but I've been able to learn one or two things. It's been a wonderful program. Thank you, Mr. Dayo Adetle.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So without much ado, I'll be moving on to my section now. And then the theme of the program is building massive income impact and influence. I'm so excited. Let me say, I'm so impressed with the fact that such a session, a topic is coming up because health is the center of everything. Is the center of income, impact, and influence. Come to think of, um, let me say, an engine that is to serve a purpose but is not serviced or is not taken care of. I'm sure you know what will happen to such an engine that is not serviced, that is not taken care of. I hope we are together. Yes, such an engine will not be able to serve its purpose. Most likely, it will break down from time to time. The same thing with the human body. The human body is like the house in which you live. Many people pay attention on the physical, building, the house we live in, and so many things without paying attention to our body itself. Our body is the most important house that you live in, and it has to be taken care of. It has to be nurtured so that it can serve you and so that it can be productive. So I made a simple slide that I want us to follow. So just hold on while I put it up. Right. A minute, please. Yeah. Thank you so much. Effect of elder living on income, impact, and influence. I want you to see your health as a lifetime investment. You know, health is essential, like I said the other time. Health is a complete physical, social, mental well-being. Think about every aspect of your life. There is a health perception to it. There's a health perspective rather to every aspect of our life. So I want us to see firstly that health is a lifetime investment. I want you to type in the box there that health a lifetime investment. I want you to put that in the live chat. health a lifetime investment. Are we together? So I move forward. This is the illness and wellness continuum. Many people, when we talk about health, they assume that once I'm not sick, once I'm not down, I'm still walking around, I can eat, that means I'm healthy. No, health is not just about, oh, I'm able to eat, I'm able to walk around, that means I'm healthy. Health is a continuum. This is on the screen, I can see illness, wellness continuum. When we're talking about health, it's just like everyone is at a point or the other on this continuum. The extreme end here is premature death, and the other one is health and wellness. So everyone at one point or the other is somewhere on the continuum. When you are at the middle, that's the neutral. There's no symptom, there's inconsistent exercise, maybe you are still eating, then your health is not your priority. You are just neutral. You're neither here nor there. It means that anytime, any moment from that time, you can actually decline to a poor health, stage, or to a disease level where there are multiple illnesses, there is poor quality of life, you are going to be on a lot of drugs just to keep your body going. But on the other end here, that's when you make your health your priority, and then that's when you have regular exercise, good nutrition. You pay attention to what people say about health, and then you practice, not just listening to what people say. I mean, also putting those things into practice. So and on like that. The more you do what you're supposed to do, the more you make your health a priority, the more you move towards the wellness end of the continuum. So nobody can say, oh, for me, I'm healthy today, then that means I'm ready for the rest of my life. No, it actually changes with time. So that is healthy today, tomorrow can actually break down. So that is why it's something that we have to take very serious. We have to make our health our priority. So I move forward. There are 6 components of health, although this is just like the summary of the whole thing. There are 6 components of health: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, environmental, and social. So people might come up and say, oh, just because I eat well, I'm active, I exercise my body, I'm talking about the physical aspect now, that means I'm healthy, I'm okay. No, it goes beyond that. What about your mental health? What about how your brain functions, how you're able to cope with life challenges, how you're able to thrive with your day-to-day activities? What about emotional? How well you are able to cope with, your emotions, how you express your emotion in a constructive way, in a way that impacts positively on the other people around you. Some people will say they are healthy, but they do not talk to people, I mean, in a way that is well-mannered, or let me say positive. It's one way or the other a sign of ill health. Yeah, I tell you, some people cannot stay comfortable around other people because, I don't know, they've not paid attention to their social health. When they see people around them, they're not okay, they're not comfortable, they can misbehave. That is another aspect of health. Another thing is environmental health. Yes, this is a part that many people do not even pay attention to. They feel, well, since my own sitting room is okay, since my own bedroom is okay, what is my problem with the other? It's not just about that physical environment, even the culture, the way people view health around you. There's this, for example, now if you stay in a particular environment and there's a plan on how to dispose waste every month and you do not comply, if you I'm just on my own, you have to comply with other people so that the whole environment can be kept healthy. Because if you are only particular about your own part, your own particular immediate environment, and you neglect one way or the other, the effect from other parts of the environment will actually get to you. So if you are such a person that, or maybe when you drink water on the road, just dump it anywhere, you eat anything, put it on the road, or just dispose waste anyhow, just burn waste openly, it doesn't affect me. One way or the other, you are actually contributing to the health of the environment, to the health of the people around you, and then that's not a good thing. So we should pay attention to it also. Then spiritual aspect, spiritual health. This is a part that many people does not think about when it comes to health. Just like I said at that time, health is, it goes beyond your physical health. Where do you go to when life seems not to be favorable? Who do you turn to when it seems your whole world is crashing, maybe because of one challenge or the other? This is where the spiritual aspect comes to play. Sometimes, okay, I work in the hospital, right? And I see people. I work in the neonatal section where we take care of small babies, tiny babies that are on life support and all that. Sometimes those parents have spent so much, just they're not so certain of what is going to happen. But you see some of them saying, "I believe God. I know things. I know God is involved. I know I know everything will be fine." Not because things are actually fine, but from the spiritual perspective, they are being they are being positive. And I tell you, many of them, this is from practical experience, many of them turn out well. In fact, I've seen cases of babies that preterm babies that when it comes to medically speaking now, there's no hope. They are supposed to die. Sorry to use that word because every factor that we're supposed to consider to determine, how like the prognosis of that particular child was down, was poor. But we saw the mother kept on saying, I know everything will be fine by God's grace. My baby will be fine. And the baby lived. Whereas some people, even when things are getting, better, they will still be confessing negative. They will say things, all sorts of things. And we as professionals, we kept doing our part. But the parents, when it comes to their spiritual aspect, they are not just no faith, nothing to hold on to. And sometimes I'm not saying this is why we lost them, but they have, there is a relationship between the spirituality of a particular patient and how they turn out eventually. So the same thing about you, even though you are not a patient in this context, but then you have to, be awesome, physical, mental, emotional, environmental, social, and spiritual. So I move forward. I hope we are following. Mr. Dayo, are we
Yes, we are
together?
following. We are
All right.
following.
Thank you very
Right.
much, sir.
And you
Yes.
can also engage us in the group chat if you want us to do anything. Maybe make any
Okay.
comment, you want us to answer any question, anything, you can engage us on the group chat.
Okay. Thank you very much, Abzat. So I'm going to be defining the keywords in in this session, and that's income, impacts, and influence. I'm sure that we have been talking about, about impact, income, and in fact, so beautiful. Three eyes. When I saw it then, when I was invited, I was amazed. Income, impacts, and influence. So, what is income? I know we've said much, but I should also talk about it. The money that an individual or business receives in exchange for providing a good or service. Very simple, income. But our health has so much to do when it comes to our impact, our income rather. Then the next one is impact. I just came up with this definition. I hope it's in line with Mr. Dyer's concept. Yeah, impact is a measurable changes rather that occurs as a result of an action or process of action. It has to be measurable. It has to be something that can be monitored, that can be seen as a result of what you do or what you are doing. That is impact. And influence is the ability to produce a significant or important effect on the actions, behavior, and opinion of other people. That's what influence is all about. Are we together? So, can we move on?
Yeah.
Now, healthy living. I already talked about, I already defined the three keywords. Now, the effect of healthy living on these things. So, what is healthy living? I already made some illustrations when I started. The health goes beyond being healthy physically, so to say, being able to walk around, being able to maybe eat. Some people, when they're able to eat, they feel that they are okay, they are healthy. Some people, when they're able to move around, they feel they're healthy. It's a form of health, but it goes beyond that. So, what does it mean to be healthy? Somebody should type healthy living in the chat box. I want to see us see something. Just type healthy living if you're following healthy living. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Samuel Burns. Thank you so much. Thanks for following. Now, healthy living means maintaining a healthy lifestyle by cultivating habits that improve our health. Yes, your day-to-day choices, your day-to-day lifestyle, your day-to-day habits contribute to your health one way or the other. Like I was talking the other time about the health and illness and wellness continuum. Just it's not just about saying, "Oh, I'm healthy in January. That means I'm ready. I'm going to be healthy for the rest of the year." It's something that it's an ongoing thing. You have to maintain. You have to be intentional about your health. I, for one, there's so many times I feel in my body, I'm not okay. I don't feel, even though I can eat, even though I can go to my, but I feel that I'm not. You have to be able to pay attention to your body and tell when there's, there's a shift from normal. So it means maintaining a healthy lifestyle by cultivating habits that improve our health. It entails taking care of your body, mind, and soul. Like I said, that health is much more than physical. It's much more than being physically healthy, because that's what most people pay attention to. What about your mind? What about your soul? Even your spirit. You have to pay attention to everything. Good health isn't just about healthy eating or exercise or not being sick. I already mentioned that. Good health, it goes beyond that. This last point, I want you to pay attention to it very well. It's about having a positive attitude, a positive self-image, and a healthy lifestyle. Sometimes, personally, I've observed that anytime I'm happy, I am usually more productive. So I've already learned something. No matter what happens, I just try to, you know, put up a positive attitude, because whatever how you react to life, life happens to everyone. I tell you, life happens to just that we cannot be asking everyone to be telling you their own side of the story. Life is fair. Everybody has his own fair share. So, but how you react to it matters. You have to dispose, a physical, a positive attitude, a positive self-image. How do you see yourself? Maybe some people do not even like themselves. They usually appreciate other people, but they don't see anything good about themselves. It's not a good thing, because it's going to affect your health. And then a healthy lifestyle is about being healthy is about having a positive attitude, having a positive self-image, having a purpose to live for, something that makes you happy, something that keeps you going. It's all about your health. Are we together? Yeah, thank you very much. So move to the next slide. Now, Effect of elderly living on income. This part, when I was preparing, I just kept wondering, should it not be the other way around? Why not health income on effect of income on elderly living? Because that's just like the most popular thing people talk about. When you ask 100 people, what is wrong with you? Tell us one important thing that is wrong with you. Now, people will talk about money. In fact, 99% of them will tell you it's money issue that they do have. That when there is money, everything is settled. Fine, but I really love the fact that this thing got me thinking, like think thinking from back forward, thinking from the outcome to um the actions to the effect. So now, what are the effects of elderly living on income? How wise it is for anyone to actually grow income and not invest in the health? I want you to respond. How wise, like, is there any wisdom in accruing wealth, making wealth without investing into your health? Maybe we are those people that put our health backward. We think about every other thing before we think about our health. How wise is it for anyone to actually invest, to actually accrue wealth without investing into the health? Knowing that there will be a time when even the money you have might not be able to save you. Even that money that you have accrued in the bank might not be able to save you. We've had people that add money. In fact, it's so common. People that actually add enough money that if you ask them to bring millions of naira to actually save them from dying, they would bring it. But alas, it was too late for many people because it's something that should have started much earlier, something that should have been prevented much earlier. Actually, ill health, many of the chronic diseases that we have today can be prevented. And the whole focus of the healthcare system now is shifting towards preventive health. So, thank you very much for responding. So, we should actually invest into our health because investing into our health means raising our net worth. How do I mean? Healthy living increases productivity and efficiency. Yeah, let me. I planned sharing a story. When I was in, I think SS1, I was 9 years old. I was very small, but I can remember everything that happened. As a young girl, I have the plan, the goal of being the best in my class. So I read and read. Sometimes I will take my food to school. I'll not eat. I'll bring it back home. When I get home, when they ask me, why didn't you eat your food? I can say, I was busy throughout, I could not eat. At that age, somebody is saying there was no time to eat. When there was break, I'll tell you that I can't buy food that there was no time to eat. So I'll read and read. Even when there's time for break, I might not even mix with other friends. I might just stay there with my books. I was really the best in my class. Do you know what happened to me? When it was just about a week to the exam, I broke down. So funny. And then I was telling my parents, no, I'm not going to the hospital. My exam is next week. It was so funny. I was just particular about that, my goal. I'm not going to the hospital. I want to go and write my exam. And seriously, I was prepared for that exam. When I got to the doctor and they said they were going to admit me, I asked them if they could allow me to go and write my exam. It was funny. It was very funny. Even on the sickbed, I was still saying my exam, my exam, my exam. It was so funny. And then the whole exam went, and I was still on the hospital bed. Imagine at that age, I was just 9. I don't know why I had to put on the whole. I will achieve my goal, and then imagine my health declined, and I could not meet up. Fortunately, I did very well in my test, so from there, I was able to move forward. But then what I'm saying is, if you have a goal to achieve, you want to be productive, you want to be efficient, then you have to invest into your health. You cannot talk about income when there's no productivity. there has to be something that you are doing. There has to be something that you have to be efficient at before you can be talking about income. So, and also, I want you to type in the, before I move forward, I want you to type in the chat box. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Dayo. Health is wealth. Thank you very much. I see you all. I see you all. I want you to type there that healthy living increases productivity and efficiency. That's not right, but I want to see you type that, because if that's the only thing you're going to pick from here today, I'll be okay. Because we can't talk about income, impact, influence without talking about productivity and efficiency. You have to be efficient at something. You have to be industrious. There has to be something that you're doing part time that is going to bring you money. So I want you to type it there. I want it to be on your left hand. Elder living increases productivity and efficiency. So I move forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Ayodeji Austin. Mr. Ojodele, thank you so much for coming. So I move forward. Elder living also reduces expenditure incurred in seeking treatment for an ailment. See, this is something that in this country where we have found ourselves, our health seeking behavior is so poor, number one. So we wait until it's about time to die, and then we rush down to the hospital. And then it's still not going to be free. They're still not going to say, oh, because you're almost dying, let's make everything free for you. You're still going to incur like some expenses that is going to reduce your, let me say, your income or your savings. So elder living, good, when you live LD, when you cultivate good LD lifestyle, you're going to reduce expenditure incurred on seeking treatment for an ailment. For like a long time now, I've not taken any medication because I have so trained myself that although I'm not perfect yet, I'm still learning that I'm going to invest in my health. So when you talk about good food, I'm always in the forefront because I don't want anything to actually affect my health. So let's move to the next point. It limits hospitalization and increases availability to serve one's purpose and achieve one's goal. We all have our financial goals. We all have our life purpose, our goals in life. What happens to those goals and then those dreams when we are bedridden? What happens to them? What happens to those, aspirations when we are not available to do that? Look at my story. I was on bed, I think, for about 13 days, 13 good days. At that time, my PC was ideal. I thought I wasn't eating. In the morning, I might skip my breakfast, rushing to school. I have to be there in time. I would not carry one big bag. All my textbook could be inside and all that. So I was unable to meet my goal. I was not able to serve my purpose at that time because I was bedridden. I was not available. Do you understand? So being healthy actually limits hospitalization and it increases our availability to serve our purpose and achieve our goals. Thank you. The last point is it leads to an increased quality of life. I'm sure that the goal of everyone in life should be to have a quality life, to live, to be awesome. When it comes to quality life, it has to do with not just physical health, even achieving your life's goal, being who you should be, emotionally, psychologically, every aspect. So when you're healthy, it gives you this leverage. You have a quality life, and then it makes it easy for you to be able to fulfill your life purpose. And then I'm telling you, if you have a goal and then all your effort, your energy is channeled towards it, and you are productive, you are effective, money will come. I overheard when Mr. Daya was saying learning, then earning. If you're learning, you put your effort into it, obviously you will earn. Money will come from it. You can't sit down every day in one place and expect money to come. But for you to go out and be what you should be and do what you should do, you have to be healthy. Say you have to be healthy. I want you to write there in the chat box. Say I have to be healthy. For you to be who you should be, for you to be the next That let me use my mentor for an example. You have to be healthy for you to be the next. Who should we use now? Next great person. We should be healthy.
Dangote.
What? Yeah, next Dangote. We have to be healthy. Look at our country today. I'm sorry to use this for an example. One of those that has affected us so much. People we have in leadership. I'm sorry, they are not healthy. We have examples, and then everybody knows about this. They are not healthy. Somebody that is traveling today to somewhere to go and see medical care cannot have time for the country, cannot have time to do other things. So you and I, we should not get to that level when our health becomes it becomes an issue. We should not wait on it becomes a limiting factor. So say I have to be healthy. I want to see what you have written. Yeah, nobody has written yet. Are we together? Say I have to be healthy. Okay, I'm going to type mine. Since you are not responding, I'm typing mine. Yeah, I have to be healthy. Oh, I have it. Thank you very much. Then we can move forward. Thank you so much. I have to be healthy. It's very,
Okay.
very important. So now we move to the next.
Maybe in the next 5 minutes, you can give us opportunity to start asking questions, because we get more juice when people start asking questions along
Okay,
this line and all that. Yes.
okay. After the next two slides, they'll ask questions. After the next two slides, we're going to have practical ways to improve our health. So before then the questions can come up. So I move on to the next slide, which is on impact. Yeah, this don't mind my slide. This is the picture of the world, I guess, globe. We all have our impact to make in the world. I have not come to this world to play actually. I don't know about you. I have come to build massive impact, just like Mr. Dayo tagged the program. I have come to build massive impact in this life. So, how does my health affect my impact? Yeah, the first thing is when you're healthy, there's increased agility and positivity for execution of set goals. I already talked about goals at that time. If you have goals, people have long-term goals, there's no strength, there's no agility, there's no positivity to actually execute it. You're not going to make any impact. You're not going to achieve anything. And then good health reduces the chances of developing chronic illnesses, which may ultimately lead to longevity rather. When I was putting this point, I was wondering how does longevity affect impact or income? Then something came to my mind. Somebody that has made a plan that by 50, I would have achieved this. I would have made this so and so impact. Like me, I already have something like I tagged with my age, like, by this time I should do this. God forbid, we have seen stories of people that died so young and then not not as a result of any acute illness, chronic illness that they've been managing, some cancer, some maybe so many hypertension, diabetes, and so many chronic illnesses. They are not able to live long to actually make the impact they have actually proposed in their mind to do. So when you live healthy, you reduce the chance of developing chronic illnesses. Chronic illnesses are illnesses um that stay with people over a long time. Let me just use that layman explanation. Just like hypertension, they have to keep managing it for a long time. And those kind of illnesses, they drain people of their vitality, they drain people of their income. They're not able to do what they're meant to do because they're always thinking of, my medication. They're always thinking of, I have to go and do one check, I have to go and do one scan to be sure things are okay. So we should do everything possible to reduce the chances of developing chronic illnesses. We're going to get to those steps when we move forward. So it enhances Living healthy enhances clarity in our thought process and boosts our attention and promotes our problem-solving skills. I'll start from that last point, problem-solving skill. To make any impact, you have to target a problem that you want to solve. There has to be a problem before there can be an impact. Like I said, it's a major changes that occurs as a result of an action or process of action. There has to be a problem you are actually solving. But imagine if you're not clear. Imagine if you don't have the strength, you don't have the sound health to be able to pay attention to what you're doing. You don't have the vitality to think clearly. This point is very important. Clarity. Many people have dreams. But because of the health, emotionally, they have a lot of things that are there. They're not able to manage life. They're not thriving well. They're not going to be clear. And you just see people come up with an idea today, tomorrow they are gone back. Why? Because there's no clarity in the thought process. That speaks to cognitive and mental health, and then maybe intellectual health too. Then attention and problem-solving skills. These are the things we need to make impact in life. So we have to be healthy. Yeah, improved sense of control over life. Yeah, this is very important. Many people feel that they are at the mercy of life. They feel like life is happening to them. No, you should feel like you are happening to life. You should feel like you are in control. You should always have this. Is a function of how healthy you are. If everything is negativity, people around you negative, you yourself negative, health down, everything down, it means that you are at the mercy of life. And it means that you cannot have this sense of control to forge ahead, to make headways in life. So how do you want to make impact? So we have to actually be healthy. We have to pay attention to this. The next, I hope you're together. The next is influence. This one speaks to making, like I said the other time, what we have, the effect we have on the actions, behavior of other people around us. This picture, yes, talks about I hope you can see the picture on the right side here. Talks about a woman that is leading a team of people. If a leader is not healthy, not just physically now, maybe in other aspects of life, and then is not able to deliver, is not able to set a pace, you will not be able to influence other people. When is even time to help other people? Maybe he's on the sick bed. Say, oh, I'm sorry, I won't be able to meet up today. There was a meeting. How do you want to influence other people? Today you are sick, tomorrow you are sick. No, you'll be able to help you'll be able to influence other people. And then being healthy helps you to express positivity in relating to other people. Negative people are very difficult to deal with, and it's a function of the emotional health and maybe spiritual health and then other aspects. Negative people are very difficult to deal with. So if you have a negative person as a leader, what do you expect of the other people following? So being healthy gives you this ability to be able to express positivity while you're relating with other people that you're leading. So the next one is improved quality of social relationship. When you're healthy, you are able to relate with other people. You are confident. You are comfortable. You are not thinking, oh, this is my headache. Oh, that's my health bills. Oh, because social health is also a very important aspect. Ability to be able to relate in a meaningful way with other people, in a productive way with other people around you. So if you are not working towards building or improving your social intelligence, social health, that means you're not going to make influence on other people around you. Being healthy improves our mood and enhances our connectedness with the people we are serving. That word connectedness is very, very important. If you are not connected to the people around you, how do you want to influence them? You can't be connected to people when you yourself, you are not in your right state of health. If yourself, you're not healthy, you are always maybe in a meeting, everybody's asking you, what happened to you today? actually, is this my stomach? Everybody knows that you're an ulcer patient. Everybody knows that you have one health challenge. You say, I want to sorry. How do you want to connect with other people when you have to always be taking sick leave and all that? So what I'm just saying is being LD has effect on our income, on our influence, and our impact. So I think we can go to the question and answer section now. Thank you very much. I
All
still
right,
have.
awesome.
Thank you
This
very much.
is this has been fantastic all the while.
Thank
If you are going to leave early, you are leaving early on the chat box. Can we just appreciate our trainer and speaker tonight? Can you just appreciate her? So we are going to, she's going to still talk more on the practical side. I know she wants us to drink water. She wants us to eat fruit.
No, that's not all. Don't worry, just stay tuned.
All that. So maybe you can just go through some of those practical things for us, because people's question might also be along that line now.
All
What can
right,
I eat to stay healthy? What can I do? So you can quickly just give us some tips along that line.
all right. Thank you very much. I see your messages. Thank you. Thanks for listening. God bless you. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel Waleke. Thank you so much. So I move on to the next session. This part is a serious. So you should adjust your seat. It's a serious thing. Eating healthy. Eating healthy. What comes to your mind when you hear the word eat healthy? Somebody can say, oh, a bowl of eba with what kind of stew do we eat in the southwest or in Nigeria? Or maybe egusi, or you know, people can keep talking. Or some people might say it's my yam and then egusi and coke, or and sorry, I have to laugh because you just see funny combinations that people talk about. I want to say that food is medicine, and you are what you eat. Make healthy diet choices. I also want to put it in the group chat. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. While I was preparing this for this program, I had a conversation with a friend and we are just talking. We have problem with this country in this part of the world. We want to be like people outside there that they'll tell you, I took pizza in the morning. I took maybe Indomie in the afternoon, and then I took a drink in the night. Please, somebody should give me the examples of those food. Those Mr. Nesloye, please give me examples of those food. Those sophisticated food like pizza, like me, I don't eat them, so I do ice cream. And then people will just say, I see that's life, that's enjoyment.
Like shawarma.
Thank you very much. I must confess though, I've never tasted pizza in my life. In fact, I just knew recently how it looks. I see pictures of how pizza is and how shawarma, right? And then we, as in like a big deal to people. Well, I wouldn't know, but those things are not healthy. And one way or the other, they are not economical. Yeah. One way, we're talking about impact of healthy living on. If you eat healthy, you're going to actually conserve your money because you will not think of spending your money on coke every day, on soft drinks, on so many of all those things. You think of eating vegetables. When I hear vegetables, something comes up in me because I can eat vegetable every day of my life and I'll be fine. So food is medicine. You are what you eat. Stop eating junk. Stop eating shawarma and pizza. If you are selling shawarma or cake, or I'm sorry to say, we are not actually, for occasionally, for maybe for birthdays, and they might just come in handy, but it's not something that you should live on. That people will say, pizza is my breakfast, shawarma is my lunch, and then cake is my dinner. That's not eating. That is very dangerous to our health. So now look at
Okay,
this picture.
let's get people to ask questions. Our next speaker is already around,
All
and
right.
we still want one or two people to ask practical questions. I know you are going to send this slide to us,
Okay.
and so we'll be able to go through it. So if you want to ask our registered nurse here tonight some questions, please raise up your hand. Let's have Austin. Austin, you can ask your question.
Good evening, our speaker.
Thank
I'm
you very
Austin, streaming from Osun State.
Okay. Thank you very
And
much.
now, I have one of my question is, we were told that for you to be one of the way for you to be healthy is to drink water, some quantity of water early in the morning. I've actually tried that for some days, and like seriously, it troubles me a lot. Ó dànù mi gan. So my question is, it if it is if it is healthy and someone like me that is not okay with my body, what can I do? How can I adjust to it? And my own question now is, what is the time? I mean, the normal time to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Did it have
Okay.
an actual time, or we can just eat it anytime today? Thank you very
Okay.
much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Austin. Your question is a very important one. In fact, we are on the same table. Do you know that I actually find it difficult to drink water first thing in the morning? I've tried it many times and then it works. This is what I would say. If you want to keep trying it because it's actually very, very good, you can use warm water instead of lukewarm or ordinary water that is not warm. If you use warm water, you are going to feel much better. I've tried it and it works for me. When I use warm water instead of cold water, I feel better. There's a way it actually turns your stomach, but it's actually very good. There's some bacteria in the mouth over the night. When you drink water first thing in the morning, it flushes them to the GI, to the digestive system. And one way or the other, it stimulates the production of some essential vitamins, vitamin B12, and some other ones. So it actually it's that it watches your body of some toxins, and they see that after a while you go to the toilet, you pass urine and you feel okay. It's very good. But in a scenario whereby even after trying the warm water, it doesn't work for you, it's not compulsory you do it. What is most important is you have to drink water, and it has to be in a large quantity. People say you drink water before meal, fine, there are reasons for that. People say you drink water before you sleep, there are reasons for that. But what I would just say is drink water when, however, is comfortable for you, rather than drinking Coke, other soft drink. Drink water at least up to 3 to 4 liters per day. So drink water. Then talking about when to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Breakfast should come up as early as 6, between 6 and 10 a.m. You could take your breakfast. It's very good. And then lunch. For lunch, in fact, for any type of diet, actually, food, you listen to yourself. Well, not eating. Some people say that, sorry to say this, some people say that even when you're not hungry, you should eat. No, because if you eat by, oh, when I'm hungry, especially when you eat junk, you want to eat more, you can binge on them, and it's not going to have a good effect on your body weight. So for lunch, I'm not saying that you should starve yourself, but you could eat from anytime 12. But if you feel okay, you can just take it maybe at a later time. But it's good to eat in time, maybe around 12, 1, 2. depending on your body system. Then dinner should come up very early, before 8 p.m. But we know that many of our activities do not allow us to do this. But before you sleep, after taking your dinner, you should have some time to maybe walk around, stay up before going to sleep. There are reasons for that. So anything before 8 is best, is optimal. But peradventure you're not able to eat before 8, you should take time before going to bed after eating. I hope I answered your question.
Okay. Yes. Let's have the final question tonight from Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel, you can unmute yourself now.
Good evening, man.
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for coming.
Okay, you can unmute yourself again. Mr. Emmanuel, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
You have told us to make our diet our medicine, but I live in Lagos. As you discover that most of the vegetables and all these things that we have in Lagos, they are planted with chemicals, not like people that stay in Ogun State or Osun State, where they bring those things fresh from the farm. But how do we beat around those things? Because in Lagos here, even if they bring banana, they use all this carbide and everything to ripe it and a lot of things. In Lagos here, before you get something that is fresh, is somehow rare. So how do we beat about that kind of environment?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer because number one, I don't stay in Lagos. So I've not found
No
out.
wonder that you are enjoying fresh things.
Yeah, I've not found out if there are areas where they sell fresh vegetables. But vegetables that are planted with chemicals, that are maybe food that are ripened with chemicals, are not good for our health. So, but I know that there should still be some people that, Mr. Daya, am I right, that sell.
Okay, for people in Lagos, you will find out very well. So it will be expensive, but you will get what you want. You will get what you want, but it could be expensive. It could be because the fresh fruits and vegetables, they are expensive than the one that has been mixed with chemicals. But you can definitely have it. So let's appreciate Omowumi Father Rob, our nurse, taking us through this presentation tonight. Let's give her a wonderful emoji clap. We really, really appreciate you for joining us today, for all the value you have added to this summit. Health is wealth. Like I tell people, going to send us a slide, and any other way we can contact her, everything will be in the slide. As we move straight to our final section tonight. The final speaker tonight is my boss, and is going to engage us tonight. I'm going to read his profile very soon, but I'm just going to show us some of the things that he's going to do. So thank you so much, our last speaker. It has been awesome. We are glad to have you. So
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Dayo Shubowale, ESQ, is here with us tonight. If you have any of your people that has gone to take anything, maybe eat, start calling them back, because what we're about to receive tonight as a grand finale for this summit is massive. It's massive. It's massive. Mr. Dayo will be speaking on building massive impact, influence, and income post-COVID. He's actually speaking on the theme for this event. And I'm going to read through his biography now, his profile and citation. So I'm going to quickly share that. right now. I'm going to share that. You see this citation on its own. Once you listen to the way I'm reading it, it's enough motivation for you tonight. What I'm going to read for you is enough motivation for you tonight. And I want you to just follow me as I read to us his profile. Dr. Dayo Shobowale was born to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Adebayo Shobowale at Mushin, Lagos State. He hailed from Abeokuta North, Ogun State. He had his primary school education at Ilasamaja Road Primary School, Papa Ajao Estate. He attended St. Peter's College, Olomore, Abeokuta for his secondary education. He's a graduate of Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, where he studied computer science and engineering. He proceeded to University of Ilorin for master's degree in software engineering and afterwards bagged his PhD in computer science from the Computer Science and Engineering Department, Ladoke Akintola University, Ogbomoso, Nigeria. Dr. Shobowale, a registered engineer with Corem, out of passion for legal knowledge, applied to study law at Adeleke University, Ede, where he graduated with second-class upper division. He equally succeeded at the Nigeria Law School and was subsequently called to the Nigeria Bar and registered by the Supreme Court as a barrister and solicitor of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is also an accredited Corporate Affairs Commission CAC agent with a license to register any company in Nigeria. He is currently running his master's program in law LLM at Ekiti State University, Ado Ekiti. In pursuant to becoming a certified educationist, Dr. Shobowale acquired a postgraduate diploma in education from the National Teachers Institute, Kaduna, and went further to register for a master's degree program in educational psychology at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Nigeria. Dr. Dayo Shobowale, a bilingual who speaks English and French, is also a seasoned software programmer with proven skills in software development, website design, and database management. He is equally a network engineer and a lawyer. Dr. Dayo Shobowale is the founding chairman and the alter ego of Davos College of Management and Technology, DCMT, an academic and vocational training college that specializes in developing skills and intelligence through academic and practical-oriented training. He is a realist, passionate, pragmatic speaker, a life coach, committed to the development of youths and adults alike. He is a radio, television, and social media analyst on economic, career, academic, religious, and political issues. Dr. Dayo Shobowale is a prolific writer who has authored many books, both in academics and secular life, covering information technology, engineering, programming, law, personal lives. These include Introduction to Computing, Introduction to C++ Programming, Introduction to Networking, Artificial Intelligence. He is not only a professional ICT guru, but also a professional one with his positive digital footprints. On his blog, www.dayoshobowale.com, where he has published over 50 articles with about 15,000 readers worldwide. He has written on different categories such as career development, marriage and life, family life, education, law, politics, and national issues. Dr. Dayo Shobowale is a university don who taught for about 15 years. Okay, we need to mute somebody. Okay, great. So he taught for 15 years in the polytechnic sector before switching to the university system, and currently is the head of department, HOD, of the Computer Engineering Department, Federal University, Oye, Ekiti, Nigeria. As a seasoned researcher, he has presented numerous academic papers on various aspects of research locally in Nigeria, polytechnics and universities, and internationally in countries like Germany, France, Spain, and Italy. Worthy of note is the faculty lecture he delivered at the 7th College Lecture Series on Best University of Technology, Ota, Nigeria. He has equally won several awards both home and abroad. Join me as I present to you the great scholar, speaker, teacher, author, mentor, counselor, and life coach, Engineer Dr. Barrister Adedayo Shobowale. Thank you for listening to this uh, motivational and inspiring profile of our speaker tonight. I'm going to mute him now so that he can take over. Go and call everybody, all those people that have been here today that are not here now. Go and call everybody. Everybody needs to be here right now. We need to be here right now, right now. Okay. So we are muting you now. So 475903. So you can unmute yourself, sir. So let's wait for him as he unmute himself.
Hello.
Okay. Welcome, sir.
Okay. Is everybody hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Then you need to start your video.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm visible now.
Yes, very visible.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. I will say that I was really touched by the last speaker. I learned some things. And apart from that, I also have to appreciate the organizers of this program, Brother Dayo Adetiloye. The Lord bless you greatly for what you are doing. You are really changing lives, and it is something that is highly commendable. I believe that this week you have started, greater heights will come your way by the special grace of God. You are going to pardon me. Today I'm going to be speaking directly because I'm not going to be speaking with slide. And I'll be talking on building massive impact, influence, and income post-COVID. And what I'll be looking at this time is the issue of that COVID-19. Then what we can benefit, because that's why I'm saying building massive impact. They want to build influence and income during this post-COVID. If I'm going to ask anybody a question now about the COVID experience, let me ask you, you will not answer directly because we are on Zoom, but let me ask you this question. How many of you felt that the COVID experience was a positive one? How many of you got positivity from the situation that we all found ourselves? Yes, you can see my face. Someone is asking, can we see your face, sir? Can you see me very well now? Can you see me? Am I visible to everyone? Yes, I can see Samuel Pounds is smiling. Thank you so much. So I was okay, good. Thank you so much. So now I was talking to you about the issue of this COVID-19 experience. A lot of people said that this year is so it's so bad a year, and here this one has to say this, that one has to say that. But I am putting this to you that as an individual, 2020 2020 has been a great positive year for me despite the COVID experience. And as a matter of fact, even the COVID experience exposed me to, assisted me in discovering the potential which I carry, but I never identified. And what is that potential? Of course, that I've been a speaker since my childhood is no more a news, but I never knew that I am a writer until this COVID experience came on board. The COVID experience opened my eyes to what I can do in the writing industry. Let me put it that way. And you see, because I discovered that during that period, everybody was on a lockdown and we had to stay at home. And of course, my nature, my kind of person, I don't pick negativity in any situation. No, not at all. What I pick in every situation is the positivity. So, like if I'm in a contract with someone and you feel that you are cheating on me, no, you cannot cheat on me. The reason is because instead of you thinking you are cheating on me or something, I will look for something positive in you, something good in you, and I'm going to pick from that and learn from that, and I will see that as a benefit. You understand? So now that COVID-19 assisted me. But by the time there was a lockdown and there was no salary, nothing was coming up, and I asked myself, what do I do at this period? I've read about the different conspiracy theories. I saw a lot about what people are saying and how they saw life, what they view about life. I saw these things, and after seeing them, I now felt, what do I need to do? And how do I need to do this thing? So what did I do? Very simple and very straightforward. All I did immediately was I gave my time to deep study, and it was then I started my www.dayoshobowale.com. And you won't believe, within 3-4 months, I had over 15,000 readers worldwide. They read my work, they made comments, and something very wonderful. From that, I've got an invitation to speak at different places. Someone called me from OAU at the time and said, look, I've been reading your work. I think you need to come and speak to us at NASATEN. And the person was asking me, how much will you collect? I don't know if you get what I'm talking about. That is part of the advantages. So today, if you, like someone like Dayo Adetiloye will realize that even this morning, I still made a post. And that post, lots and lots of comments, It was so fun, it was so interesting. When I met the governor of my state, he was telling me, look, I've been reading your works. When I meet people now, instead of them saying, oh, I've listened to you, what you hear them say is, I've been reading your work, which means that they have been reading my work, they have been learning from my work. When did I get that? The COVID experience. Now, how was your COVID period? What are the things you picked about yourself? When you are on a lockdown, what is the best that can come out of you? If your COVID lockdown experience is all about negativity, my brother and my sister, you need to check yourself again, because the COVID experience is something that should have helped you to identify a potential that has been locked down in you and should have opened it up. The lockdown period was meant for an opening of every hidden and locked down potential on the inside of you. Anything on the inside of you that is locked down, anything on the inside of you that you cannot have access to, anything on the inside of you that you cannot fathom, all those things have been dealt with, all those things have been removed, and all those things have been maximized. And that is what we are having today. So what are we looking at again in another dimension? Is the fact that the lockdown, before I talk about the post-COVID experience, your COVID experience, how was it? Is it all about complaints? Some of you were busy watching TV. Some of you were busy playing games. Some of you were busy arguing on WhatsApp platform on issues that never concerned you. Let me pick you on this. During that lockdown period, do you know I went into digitalization? I started digital training for different people that I never met, and within that period, I was able to train over 10 professors, over 20 PhD holders, and I was able to train lots and lots of people within and outside the country. Now, can I blow your mind that during that lockdown period, I was able to conveniently train over 300 participants? Now, can you imagine that? I trained over 300 people. What was the fee? I told them to pay just 2,000 naira. And that was it. and I was doing it every week. And we kept on having increments. We kept on having people joining us. We kept on having increase. And that is exactly what we call that COVID experience. So the COVID experience for me was very, very wonderful. Don't try to lock me down again, because I will keep making money during the lockdown period. And if you try to lock me down, I will keep discovering every potential that has been locked on the inside of me. Let's put that aside. Now, by the time you get that, the lockdown period will help you to understand that some places you go to, some people you go to that you think they are so important, without them you cannot live, you find out that without them you can live. Where were you during the lockdown period? That shows you the most important place to you in life. And that is where you will be in case you fall sick or you become incapacitated at any time. Where you were during the lockdown period shows you your real place of abode and where you should pay attention to always if you want to really enjoy your life. Now, going by that, you now ask yourself, lockdown is over. What's the post-COVID experience? The post-COVID experience for people, for the nation, for the world, and for individuals. That's what we are looking at. Now, what are the lessons we pick from lockdown? The lessons we pick from lockdown involves that the issue of physicality is going out of place. Thanks to lockdown, this program will have held maybe in Akure, and I know the stress that you usually goes through. About 2 years ago, when I was invited to speak at this program, I think I spoke at Igbaraoke or somewhere. From there, we have to go to another place, Akure, and they have to go to, and it's been traveling. Now we have people on this platform now. I'm speaking from Osun State. Imagine that, and different people are seated in different places. You are listening to me. That's the advantage. You understand? The lockdown period brought this out, and I want to say that even if we are going to have physical meeting next year, the Zoom meeting should also go hand in hand with the physical meeting, even if we are going to have it, because you discover that come next year, will be more than this, and you have people logging in from Italy, from Brazil, from different places, because that is what has been happening. What brought that to be? Lockdown. Do you know that Zoom became 3 times richer than they were during the lockdown period? As we speak, different people are joining. That's the advantage. You are coming into the lecture room, and that's the advantage, you understand, of this kind of the benefit of lockdown. Do you understand? Now, apart from that, you ask yourself that what exactly are the things that will happen? A lot of people saw negativity in this lockdown, and they said there will be recession. They said there will be loss of job. Of course, some people are going to lose their job. Some people are losing their job. But do you know that some people are being promoted during this period? Do you know why? Because of the skills. They made themselves relevant to this period. They made themselves important to this period. Imagine your ICT professional. Your ICT professional that is going to set up your Zoom meeting has become someone that the company cannot toy with. Instead of sacking him, you will promote him. That's exactly what is happening. Apart from that, you see that during this period, this post-COVID experience, people with internet knowledge, people with digital knowledge, digital minds are being promoted, physical minds are being demoted. That is what is happening. Everything is going online. Everybody is going online. Nobody is staying at where they were before. Look, the manager of Access Bank said, we are going to the new normal, and you see it now. Definition, there is a new normal. The lockdown, the aftermath of the lockdown period is what you saw in Lekki, the NSAS protest. You discover that a group of wonderful youth peacefully protested, and they contacted each other without knowing each other. When the government was saying, who is your leader? They don't have a leader because the social media has no leader. In the social media, we are all in the medium, and there is no point having a leader because we are all partners. It is in the conventional world. In the physical world, you do it hierarchically. But in the social world, in the digital world, it's not about hierarchy, it's about partnership. It's about partnering. It's about coming, I pick from you, you pick from me. Everybody learn one thing or the other from one another. And that is what we are talking about. So the government could not understand. The government thought that the papers will do it. The papers cannot do it. They thought the television will do it. The television cannot do it. The post-COVID experience has brought an undefined unity that despises every jurisdiction, every physical jurisdiction. We are now looking at all walls broken. The Christians are talking about a church, a wall-less church. That's the church without walls. The Muslims are talking about a wall-less mosque. That's the mosque without walls, because you cannot hold services in your house without seeing the pastor physically, and everything goes on. Do you understand? Everything goes on, and it's even cheaper. All you need to do is just to pay Zoom. You pay through data, and that's where I'm going to talk about the digital experience post-COVID. Now get this clear. When you are online, what are you doing online? I'm going to help some of you. If you don't have a Facebook, you are not on Facebook, you don't have an Instagram account, you are not on Twitter, and you don't have if you are not present on social media, then you are not living as far as this generation is concerned, because you have to be on LinkedIn to link up with people. It's a network that helps you. Those are the things that happens. Please, your profile should be there. The profile that you just read about me, if you go on my LinkedIn, you will see it there. I just had a dealing with someone who is in America, and I was wondering at the time that I asked him, you sent money to my account and you did not bother. He said, don't worry, I don't need to bother, because I've gone to read about you. And the guy was telling me about my youthful days. I just posted into laughter. What is that online? He has read about me. You see, some of you are not present online. Then what are the ills that you must avoid? What are the impacts? There's something we call digital footprint. I need to help you at this point. Do you know that everything you do online does not go away? Are you aware that anything you do online remains there permanently? That's what we call digital footprint. If you want to travel out now, do you know that nobody is going to be asking you any form of questions? All they need from you is either your BVN or your phone number. Once they log it in, it's going to reveal everything you do online. Some of you go online, all you do is about pornographic pictures. Don't worry. Every video you watch is being recorded. It's recorded against your name. Oh, you say you have deleted it. You cannot delete it. You only delete it on your end. It's in the server permanently. Anything you do for years, the moment you have done it online, it stays with you even after you are no more. And that is why you have to be extra careful. We call it digital footprint. Some of you will think, oh, you say your phone is private. Yes, I know. Your phone is private. It is yours. It belongs to no other person. However, everything you do is being monitored. That's why today, if you go to the embassy and you want to travel out, you need a visa. Nobody is going to be telling you, come and give us this amount, or passing through any interview. They know your character. They will understand your demeanor via everything, your activities online, every video you watch, every site you visit, everything is being monitored. You see that when you get to most sites, it will tell you that you should click and register some cookies. The moment you register, it will monitor your phone, monitor your movement, monitor everything you do. And that's digital footprint, and that is there permanently. It cannot be deleted. You can write that down. It cannot be deleted. It is there permanently. So you have to be careful where you visit, what you do online. Everything you do online is recorded against your name, and that is what we refer to as digital footprint. Another thing is, do you know that online gives you a level of immortality? What do I mean by immortality? You will live forever. If you go online now and you Google about Obafemi Awolowo, he is dead physically, but digitally Obafemi Awolowo is alive, because everything about him you have to read. That is why you need a personal website, so that you can rewrite your story. Yeah, digital footprint. Thank you so much. So that you can rewrite your story. You see, so many people have written, so you need to go Google your name. I remember I got a client at the time and I was telling him, I said, sir, what's your digital presence? What's your digital footprint? He said it's okay. And he's one of the key guys in a particular institution. I just took him to Google and I Googled out his name. And the record against his name was the situation. It was a quarrel between someone else and someone else, but he was the one settling it. But that's the first record against his name, and it was a negative one. The man was not saying, what do? I now told him, what you do is you need a site. You need a site in your name. Try your best to have a site in your name. That's why you see my name now is www.dayoshobowale.com. Everything about me, when you Google me, if you go online now, just write Dr. Dayo Shobowale. When you write it and you go to images, you will see my pictures. You understand there? When we write your name, what do we see? If we write your name, by the time I started, before I built my digital presence, if you type my name, Shola Shobowale, that popular actress, you see her pictures coming up. I looked at myself. I said, no, this one cannot happen. This is my name. Nobody can take it from me. So I built my digital presence. I took my time. I developed it. If you go online now and you type my name, you will see my work there. Now the question is, what work do you have digitally? What presence do you have digitally? Who knows you online? If everybody that knows you is just those on your street, those in your church, those in your mosque, if you are only known in your school area and you don't have any digital presence, then you don't want being called a youth of this age. That means you don't want being called someone who is relevant at this period. That means that your relevancy at this period is almost zero. You need to work on it. You need to build yourself. You need to build your digital presence. You need to build what you are doing online so that anytime your name is being written, it brings out your picture. Some of you, when you type your name, it will be bringing out the picture of someone who is not even related to you, and you kept quiet. You are digitally missing. If you are digitally missing, that means you are not part of this generation. Go online and Google your name. Let us see your level. Let us see your presence. Let us see the level to which you have gone and what you have attained. Once that is missing, that shows you have a lot to do about your life. Now, having said that, what's the next thing you are going to do? When you look at the issue of digitalization, you have to, which is the post-COVID issue, you have to develop your digital skills. Don't tell me I study Yoruba, I don't need computing. It's not about computing now. It's about digitalization. It's about the new normal. It's about the way things are being done. You don't need to be computer literate to use Zoom. Everybody is here now. It's not about being computer literate. It's about the implementation of what is on ground, what is important, what is required at this period. Now, what do you do in the post-COVID experience? The post-COVID experience, prepare for the new normal. The new normal is here. It has come to stay. Zoom has come to stay. Don't tell me you are not computer literate. Go get yourself trained. And if you read what I wrote today about life, the success life cycle, it's about your desired result, your available resources, and what your expected or your required effort. If you have a desired result, what do you want to become? And that is why you realize that, do you know the CV that you read before I came on board? I have written that CV 2, 3, 4 years before now. So each time that CV is being read, I'm always excited. The CV that will be read in the next 2, 3 years, I've written it. Because at that time, it will not be that he's running a master's program in law. It will be that he has 2 or 3, 4 masters. Do you understand? And it's about completing his PhD in law. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Because there is an expected result. And I know the available resources that I have. I know what I have already, and I know the required effort. 2021 is coming on the way. What's your expected result? Don't join those who write goals and all those funny things on the 1st of January. The one you wrote this year, how many of them have you accomplished? Someone will give me an excuse that COVID-19 was their limitation. COVID-19 was never my limitation, because everything I wrote in January, I've even accomplished more than them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I understood the fact that I have a destination, and since that destination has been defined, an undefined destination is going to be an unaccomplished destination. I tell people, set goals so that you can score goals, because the goals you don't set, you cannot score. Before you can score a goal, you must set the goals, and that's what we are going to do in times of the post-COVID experience. It is time for you to sit down and set your goals. It is time for you to sit down and make arrangements for what you have to do. It is time for you to maximize. Don't tell me that COVID has gone forever. Don't join people to pray those prayers. Please, I have to give you that warning. Don't pray that 2021 will be better than 2020. Prepare that whatsoever comes, you are going to surmount it. Only a useless farmer prays for rain. A reasonable one plans for it. Rain is from is from above. It's natural phenomenon. It's going to work. You understand? The physical phenomenon, the artificial phenomenon is your presence, is your own participation, is your own expected, your required effort, which if it is missing, the desired result will be a mirage. So I want to encourage you as I round up. I'm not going to take the usual long period of time as expected. I want to encourage you to set your goals. I want to encourage you to put something up. Ask yourself, what am I going to do? If you want to ask me mine, by this time next year, if I'm still alive, can you imagine that word? You will say you'll be alive by God's grace. I don't say those things. You know the reason? Because those who said it have died. Those who didn't say it have died as well. So most of the time, it's not an idea of you being alive. It's idea of you doing your own thing. Life is divine. Live that. So if you are alive, what will you do? If you are not alive, then you are gone. That's it. So prepare as if you are going to be alive. So 2021, I will have definitely completed my master's in law. Are you with me? I will have released 4 books, 2 on ICT law and 2 on the motivational talks. I will have released a book on self-development. I'm writing a book on engineering law in Nigeria. And that book, when I'll be launching it, it will be Nigeria Stands Up for Dayo Shobowale. I've written it already. Are you getting it now? Because I'm going to bring 2 professions together, which has not been done in recent years. I'm bringing the engineering sector current with the MBA. They will meet together, and I'll release that book to them, Engineering Law in Nigeria. And I have a desire. My desire is that that book will be recommended for all university students and polytechnic students in Nigeria. Do you know? Because, you know, I've realized something. Anytime I'm going to die, I cannot die as the richest man in the world, neither can I die as the poorest man in the world. So I cannot set wealth as the basis of death, but I have to leave a legacy. My surname must be known. Let me give you a challenge. Are you aware that Yamaha is a surname? Do you know that Jincheng is a surname? Do you know that Suzuki is a surname? The question is, when will your father's name be a name that will be internationally recognized? If you do nothing, nobody will know your dad. If your dad has failed your generation, if your grandparents have failed their generation, are you also going to fail? I always tell people this jokingly. If your father is poor, you are not at fault. But if the father of your children is poor, then you are to blame because you are the one who is then poor. So you need to check it. The poverty of your parents cannot be blamed on you, but the poverty of your children's father, your children's parents has to be blamed on you. I want to challenge you. By the time we'll be meeting next year, where will you be? What goals have you set? And those are the only goals you are going to score. Don't wait for any miracle to happen. Set it, and God will help you to achieve them. Thank you for giving me this time. Thank you for listening to me. I remain yours, Engineer Dr. Barrister Dayo Shobowale. Thank you, and God bless you.
Whoa. That's awesome. In one word, how did you see that section? Just drop in the group chat. In one word, how did you see that section? Somebody say ought. Somebody say awesome. Ikimoyo say awesome. Ige says superb. Friendship, leadership issue say fiery. A wonderful delivery. Makinde says a wonderful delivery. Somebody said one word is not enough. Steven said great. Wow, that is breathtaking. This was a wonderful, powerful session. Nice to see you and hear you today. Awesome. We will go straight to the question and answer session. If you want to talk, just raise up your hand. We'll give you opportunity to talk. And if you want to type in your question, please do that. It is in the question and answer that we really get the meat and the bone of this section. This is where we get all the powerful juices. So if you have questions, raise up your hand or drop your question. Also, for our audience on YouTube, we recognize you, we celebrate you, we see you. Your questions also will be answered. Drop it on YouTube. One of our team members will bring it to the group chat. Drop your question. If you are on YouTube, drop your questions there. Our team member will be there to bring the questions here today. Gibrain said, in fact, no adjective to qualify this amazing presentation. All right. So let's start with Master. Master, you can unmute yourself now and ask your question.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
All right. My question is a bit different from the main topic, but I believe the speaker will be able to participate. I have an organization and which is based on charity program, and presently we are working towards getting partners, donors, and all that. So those are part of the goals we set, that at least before the end of this year, we must have reached about 10,000 children. But presently, because of the COVID, I think that affected us because students are not in school, businesses are shut, so we couldn't actually reach out to this set of people that would really help. But now, my question is this: at this post-COVID era, what can we do to reach out to this target audience, that is partner donors and all that, so that we can actually bring our goals, we can actually score the goals that we set for ourselves? Thank you.
Okay, the audio was breaking at some point. We couldn't hear you very well, but you said, how can you reach your target audience, right?
Yes, to actually score our goals, because presently now we are setting our goals for the 2021. That is reaching at least 10,000 children. That is bringing about 10,000 children back to those that don't have access to Facebook.
The audio is still cracking. Can you type it on the group chat? Can you type the question? The audio is cracking. We couldn't hear you very well. Okay, let's have Emmanuel to ask his question. Emmanuel, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Okay, go ahead and ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
It was a very passionate presentation from the barrister. God bless him in Jesus' name.
Amen.
He said in his presentation what COVID period brought out of him. He said he never thought that he can be a writer if I got him right. So the type that I read books, and one of the people I used to recommend books to told me that I can be a writer, but I've not seen that traces in me. So I want him to share from his own experience how one can bring out that lockdown in it in someone, so that one also can be a good writer. That's question one. The question two is about, you told us that we have to set goals. I want you to give the examples how one can overcome inability to accomplish the set goals. That we set goals, some of the things that can hinder someone not to accomplish those goals, how someone can overcome it, so that when goals being set, one can be able to score those goals as you have said.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for your question. You can answer the question, sir. You can unmute yourself now and answer the question.
Okay, thank you. Now, from that question, now I need to say that writing requires thinking. If you are not a deep thinker, you cannot be a good writer. You cannot be a good writer if you are not a good thinker. So one thing that COVID experience did is it forced me to sit down at home. So I started thinking and I started writing my thoughts. Now a lot of things then in the past, I used to write only on WhatsApp, which has no record. So when I developed and I had my own blog, I started writing everything I wrote during COVID. I've written almost 40 articles now this year. You can still read everything. I've written on self-discovery, self-mastery, self-development. I've written on success series. I've written on marriage. I've written on child training. In fact, a woman of 63 with 6 children, a widow, called me at the time and said, "This young man, who taught you this much about marriage, about family?" She said when she read my work, she hid it from her children because her children will see her errors. Do you know that some churches started using my work for Sunday school? Because I was writing so deeply and I never knew I could write that much. Just told you now that when I met the governor of my state, what he told me was, "I've been reading your works." Do you understand now? And these have been my thoughts. But when I started writing, it now became it's lettered, legible for people to read. So the only advantage of COVID is it forced me to sit down and think, and that made me to write. So what I now do is I now force myself. I publish every Sunday. So most Saturdays, stroke Sunday morning, I don't sleep. Like I didn't sleep overnight. I didn't sleep at all. I was putting my thoughts together and writing, and I published this morning. If you go to www.dayoshobowale.com and you look at my recent post, it was posted this morning, and within that period, hundreds of people have read it, and some people have sent their comments. In fact, I had to post it on one of my platform when a commissioner sent message that, "Oh, you are," she used the word, "You are a model," and I felt so excited by that word. And why is this? Because she said she has been reading my works, and she said it's articulated, and that excited me. I was like, wow, I'm going to write more. I'm going to write more. So that is what encouraged me. Then in terms of setting your goals, you see, the idea is that the reason why a lot of people don't score goals is because they don't understand the principles, the rules of goal setting. They don't understand it. They don't understand it. And that's why they have not been scoring goals. This program is not meant for that, but briefly, I need to tell you that don't set goals that are not reasonable, that you cannot accomplish. I just told you now, if I tell you that I'm going to have 2 PhDs by 2021, December, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because PhD requires 3 years. But most of us, we don't have enough information about the goals we set. We just set goals emotionally. Then in the long run, we end up failing at them. We now think that, oh, what happened to me? Nothing happened to you. You failed right from the time you were setting the goals. So when you set goals, you look at your available resources. Available resources. Read about it. Don't just have started the masters at a time, which I later stopped because it was not reasonable. I have a company. I didn't run the company when I was in law school. I left it. I closed it down because you can't combine the two. You should understand that it's not possible. You are in Lagos State, and at the same time, someone will tell you that you are staying in Abuja. It's not going to work. You are not omnipresent. You are not God. Do you understand? So when you want to set goals, set reasonable, achievable goals. Do you understand? Reasonable and achievable. It should stretch you, but it must not stress you. Your goals should stretch you. Stretch you. You need discipline, but it shouldn't stress you. No. If it stresses you, you will break down. Are you getting the idea? That's it. That must be avoided. So the Lord will help us as we follow. We should seek. Then you have to watch the difference between mentality and reality. Mentality is the way you see things. Reality is the way things are. Get the reality about every situation, and you are going to have testimony at the end of the day. Thank you. God bless you. I have to sign out in the next 3 minutes. That's by 9:30 as scheduled. Thank you so much. I love you all.
Okay, awesome. Your goal should stress you, but it should not stress you.
Yes, sir.
I'm picking that from this summit for the first time. So
Thank you.
your goals should stress you, but it should not stress you.
Yes, sir.
If it stress you and you break down, then you will not be able to set another goal another day.
Yes,
This
sir.
is
That's true.
awesome, awesome, awesome. Somebody from the YouTube said terrific section. He said terrific section. Your growth should stretch you, but not stress you. So can we have any other person that want to ask final question tonight before we also begin to tidy up tonight's section? We want to appreciate all of you that have been paying for the replays of all the sections of this summit. If you make payment between today and tomorrow, you pay 3,000 to get the replace. After tomorrow, you pay 5,000 naira. We have our certificate ready. The certificate is 2,000 naira, and we have been seeing people that have been paying for it also. So those are the things that we want you to take note. Now, all the sections, uh, so if you want to follow the works of Barrister, he has mentioned his website. Maybe he can also say one or two things for people that want to connect with you after now. How they can they connect with you? Maybe through your website, and if there is a particular place on your website where they need to go, you can just tell us as we release you tonight. So, sir, can we have other ways people can connect with you? So the first thing I will want us to do is first go to his website. You will see different ways to connect with him. You will see his contact via the website dayoshobowale.com. So you can send him message directly. You can join his subscriber list. Okay, it's back. So people are asking how can they reach out to you? How can they follow your work and all that? So can you tell us that how people can follow your work? Okay, so you can go to his website, like I said, dayoshobowale.com. And if you share contact, you will see where you can send him a direct message. He will definitely reply you. Then you will see how you can join his email list subscriber on his website. Then you can follow him on all the social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and you will even see WhatsApp on that contact page. So it's very close to you and all that. So, sir, you can unmute yourself now. Okay, good.
Thank you so much. Just as I've typed on the screen, my number is 080 33 89 1202. 080 33 89 1202. That's my number. So you can, of course, send me message on WhatsApp. Send me message on WhatsApp, and by God's grace, I will reach you. Well, I shouldn't announce anything on this platform. If I have the permission of the organizers, I can announce that by the last Sunday, that should be 28th. 20th of December, I think by there should be another seminar where I'll be talking also. But you can always get more
Okay, is it
information.
going to be on Zoom too?
It will be on Zoom. It will be on Zoom. It will be
Okay,
on Zoom.
we'll be glad to.
Yes, I will give the
have the
details
invite.
to the organizer so that you can attend. It will be on Zoom.
Very good,
On
very
Zoom,
good.
4 o'clock. It's going to be a 2-hour talk there. Yes. Thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. We'll be glad to be part of that. We'll be glad to be
I
part of
appreciate you. Thanks for
that. That's
having me.
great. So, Dr. Barrister, we are glad to have you tonight. Thank you for adding so much value to our summit this year. And
Thank
like
you
you
so
said, the summit is a positivity for us. It's not a negativity.
Yes.
I remember that in the course of the summit, we had 2 business plan training online like this, 2 sections. We've never done it before. All the sessions we have been doing has been physical trainings. But during this lockdown, we had 2 good sections that people pay in to attend the training, and it was wonderful. So can we say a thank you to Dr. and Barrister tonight? Let's give him a clapping emoji and let's celebrate him. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate you. Let's celebrate him. Let's celebrate him for this opportunity. Austin says, thank you, Daddy.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we really appreciate you. Really appreciate you.
Wow.
Thank you very
Wow.
much. God bless you.
Wow. Thank you so
He
much.
said that. And thanks so kindly, sir. Thank you, sir. Omo Father. Thank you, sir. So we will release you now while we continue all the final rounding up for the summit. We want to celebrate our volunteers all over the world. And for our nurse, our trainer on the health, she's still around, I think so. Somebody has a question, and I think we can quickly answer that as we round up tonight. Nurse Father, please, we will want you to answer a question. Can you kindly please unmute yourself?
Permission.
Okay, good. So somebody asked from the YouTube page, somebody asked a question, and I'm going to read now. He said, how should a daily healthy eating pattern be? That is Mr. Vincent Dayo Indutire. He asked the question that, so let me type the question and drop it here. So he said, how should...
Yeah, I can hear the question already.
Yes, how should a daily healthy eating pattern be?
Okay.
So go ahead and tell us.
It's okay. Thank you very much for the question. It was actually painful that I couldn't go through, but I have the answer is there on the slide, and I will drop it by God's grace. So the standard is our food should be majorly fruit and vegetables, followed by some protein, then carbohydrates, and then some healthy fat. So it doesn't matter which comes first, but in any meal, all the classes, all the groups of food should be represented. For example, if you are eating rice now, rice is carbohydrate, then there should be vegetable, there should be protein also represented there. So it's not just about eating, it has to be in the right proportion. So it should be more of fruits and vegetables, then followed by protein, carbohydrate, and healthy fat. So they should all be represented at every meal. Thank you very much.
Okay, awesome. Do you have other practical things you want to
Sorry, I
share?
hope I answered your question.
Yes. Do you have any other practical things you want to share with us before we round up?
Because okay, we already talked about drinking water. We talked about now we talked about diet. Then exercise is also one of those things that we should do. It doesn't actually have to be a tedious one that will require you to go to the gym. Even walking briskly for 30 minutes on a daily basis is actually one of those things you can do to keep yourself healthy. And we talked about drinking water. So water is life. It's very, very important. At least up to 4 liters of water per day. So we should make it an habit to drink water. Um, yeah, meditation too. People walk, walk and walk without creating time for personal time, creating time for personal meditation. It actually has a way of it has a calming effect on the mind, and it makes you it gives a sense of control over the situations around you. So it makes you emotionally more stable, more healthy emotionally. So I think these are the basic things. I will send you slides. And then we should avoid some unhealthy habits. Actually, like smoking, alcoholism, and so many things. Like people say, I hear people say that. I hear people say that. Um, sorry, somebody. I'm sorry. Somebody is actually stopping me. Sorry for that. Yeah, some people say that they do not smoke, and then they stay around people that smoke. They move around people that smoke. You might not be smoking as a primary smoker, but you are staying with someone that's smoking. You are also smoking, and smoking is an unhealthy habit. Alcoholism too. So if you have the mind of smoking, or you are smoking, you should stop it. You should stop it so that you would not open the doors to some chronic illnesses. So I will drop the details very soon. Thank you very much. I think there's a question too on drinking water. What's the best time to drink water? Am I right? Yes, they're
Yes.
on water. Sorry, let me just check the question so I'm sure. The best time to drink water. Okay, I actually already answered, but it's very good to drink water early in the morning. And the reason is simple. It stimulates the body. Like you're not starting your day with a big diet, a big bowl of eba. You understand? You are sending water. It's one important thing it does is it flushes the system. There are some, let me say, normal flora in the mouth when you just wake up before brushing your teeth. It flushes it down body system, and it actually helps in the production of some essential vitamins, which is good for the body. So that's one reason you should drink water in the morning. And that's early hours of the day. It stimulates your organs, especially the GIT, the digestive system. So you see people go to toilet, they urinate more and all that. So it makes you more healthy, and then every other thing can follow. And also, it's good to drink water before your meal. And that's what um it it popularly said. And the reason is simple. When you drink water before eating, it actually makes you to eat less, which is the more you eat these days, the more likely you build up excessive should I say excessive weight, excessive fat, excessive, but because when you have used up the little you need, the remaining nutrients, the remaining food materials will be converted into fat, and people will end up saying, but I didn't even eat much of fat. I didn't even eat. It would, when you eat excessively, it will add up to your weight, and that is a risk for so many chronic illnesses. So people advise that you drink water first before eating, so that you eat moderately, just a way to cut down the excess food. And then you eat during and after your meal. Some people also say you drink water before you sleep. So it prevents, people say it prevents stroke. And I think there's some researches that support that. Although I've not seen people that, but it's in it's in literature that when you drink water before you sleep, it prevents, or it reduces the chances of having cardiac arrest, cardiac shocks, and maybe stroke while you sleep. So those are the times you can drink water.
Okay,
Thank you
awesome,
very much.
awesome. Thank you, Nurse. I think this is the contribution this time around. They are wonderful, and they are good things that we need to learn. So quickly tonight, we want to um, okay, somebody said, please, can we get the direct contact of all the speakers in case we want to get in touch with them or make inquiries from them? So most of their slides have their contacts. So what you just need is to access their slides and all that. So there are two other things we want to do tonight. One, we want to take a group picture. So let's quickly do that. Let everybody open their video. If you are visible, we can see your face. We want to take a snapshot of, like I said in my presentation, you need to document. So we want to do a snapshot now. We are doing recordings. We are doing live videos and all that. So if you are here, you want to join the section for snapshots, open your video and let's do the snapshots or do the group shot photograph. Let's do that very quickly. I can only see just 3 people. Let's do that quickly. Okay, great. I can see some awesome faces. Don't worry, all of us will talk tonight before we leave. This is the final, this is like ceremony now. Ceremony section. We are rounding up everything. It's like ceremony. And one of the things I want you to know, the fact that you are on this Zoom section, you have special privileges. I've given you my number. I'm sure you contact me, send me a WhatsApp chat. We are going to work together. And that is the beauty of being, you are just like people in our inner circle now. And that's what we can count you as people in our inner circle. If we have over 1,000 people that are registered, then, and we have 28 right now, then the 28 should have all the benefits of this program, and that the benefit is working with you one-on-one. So we do the screenshot right away. And so just give us some few minutes. Okay. Okay, so we are taking the pictures now. Just stay there. Okay, so we'll take another one now, and you will now say success. Say success. Okay, great. Great. Okay, so we are done with the snapshot. So the next thing I want to quickly show us is one of our platforms that we just launched, and we decided that during this summit we are going to show us. The platform is called ogadigit.com. I want to share my screen with you right now so that you can see the platform. So this is ogadigit.com. It's a marketplace. What we do there is that you can become an affiliate for our business plan. You can become an affiliate. So when you come here, you register as an affiliate, then you will be able to sell our already written business plan to other people and have up to 40 to 50% commission for me. So you can write the website down, ogadigit.com. So you register. If you want to be a seller, you register. If you want to be, if you want to promote, you click that. If you want to market, you click that. So we just need to show you this. So if you are already registered, you log in here. If you're about to register, you log in here. So if you are looking for affiliate programs to join, this is a very good one to do. We just launched, so just play around the website, and you can always give me a feedback on my WhatsApp chat. You can chat me up and give me a feedback, ogadigit.com. So you can screenshot that and get that uh, ready. So the next thing we will do is to um, recognize our volunteer for this program. They have been awesome. We have viewing center in Ondo State. Some people are managing that. We have the YouTube live. Some people are there. We have the Zoom section here, and we want to recognize them. So the first person that we want to recognize is the event director for this event. This person has been on this for almost throughout the year, working in and out to ensure that we have some of the speakers that we have today, to ensure that this program was a success. And his name is Mr. Pounds. He's also one of our trainer and speaker at this summit. So I will unmute him now. He will greet the house, but much more in the comment section. I want us to celebrate Mr. Samuel. Mr. Samuel, you can unmute yourself now. Let's celebrate him. He's the one that coordinated this event, and we want you to celebrate him. We'll give him opportunity to engage us right now.
Thank you very much. I hope you can all hear me loud and clear. Good evening, everybody. If you know you can hear me, please type in the comment section that you can hear me, please. So I want to know if I'm to be talking to everyone. I've been seeing a great lot of wonderful faces, and I'm very glad to be associated with great people like you. First and foremost, let me say a big thank you to everybody that started with us since Friday. I know it's not been easy, burning out your data, and some of us were burning out first. Some of us we sacrificed time. A lot of stocks were put into it to make sure that we were here. But I'm very sure about each and every one of us not going back empty-handed. We have learned one or two things that are very vital, and I believe we are going to act on them. If you remember what I said in the closing remark of my speech yesterday, I said it is good for you to plan. It's better for you to plan, but executing your plan is the best. So it's good for you to have an idea. It's better for you to plan, but executing those ideas is better. And you can also hear from Dr. Subawale, who also said that you should not make, should not have a vision that is unachievable. The vision must be an achievable one. So you must look at what you can do within your scope but yet this is still going to bring you a progress. So I appreciate every one of us. I can't thank you enough, but I'm very, very happy for your presence. I'm very grateful. And let me quickly use this opportunity to thank all the team that have been working with me at the background. I'm speaking of the volunteers. They have volunteered at least a month plus before the event started fully. So we have different departments, but some of them were so busy background that they could not frequently show on the Zoom. But some are presently on the Zoom, while some are not. But in fact, immediately that the meeting was almost running off, some of them are already retracted back to the back end to make sure some things were also running. So I may not be able to mention them because we have almost 80 volunteers, but I'll just let me mention some of the head of department of each of those groups. So for the graphics, we have Mr. Makinleye. I don't know if you are still online, you can unmute yourself so you read the house and talk about what you do. He has been a wonderful, awesome fellow, coordinated the graphic department wonderfully, and he equally volunteered for the one of the offline centers in the states. That's around the Okitikpa side, and he has been doing a great thing. I don't think it's presently online. I told you some of them are retracted back to the back ends. So let me quickly recognize Mr. Sayomi Akintola. If you can hear me, you can unmute yourself, read the house. She has been a wonderful fellow, and awesome. All these people I'm talking about, I don't think I can fill in all these gaps by myself, but they have been great, they have been supportive, they have been encouraging. In fact, I appreciate you guys. You're so wonderful. Show your face, let them see you. Let them see that your face. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure, and we really appreciate the opportunity. God bless you.
You're welcome. So she volunteered for publicity and WhatsApp management. As you can see, we have 4 WhatsApp groups. I'm talking about the general WhatsApp group. I'm not the volunteer. So we share some of those volunteers into different groups to manage those groups. So as I've said, if I were to be only the person running through all this back and forth, it's not going to be an easy job. So that's why we constituted a team that are well trained professionals and were able to manage the situation professionally. We equally have Mr. Samuel Adipo. Mr. Samuel Adipo, if you're around, please let me see your face. It's also into publicity that some of the people give the event a good publicity on social media and privately. So I don't know if it's around. If you're around, you can unmute yourself, read the house, let them see your face to see the wonderful people who have been at the back end. There's one of my friends that posted something about back end, but I will explain it by mouth. The back end is like when you are in the kitchen and you are cooking, and sometimes some of us don't usually let me say dress too gorgeously while we're in the kitchen, sweating and going through a lot of fumes there. But the front end, that is when you are on the dining table now, saying the dishes well set, everything is good. So, but it's only the person who understood what the back end person, which is the chef now, or the cook, went through before providing those delicacies. So that's how this program has been. So the team has been a wonderful, awesome, achieving team. We really, really supported this program with the very best of their knowledge. And I will continue to appreciate them because they have really, really done a great job. For example, I can't be on Zoom now, and I'll also be on YouTube. So you should know that somebody is there managing the situation on the YouTube. So this thing I'm very, very grateful for everybody who volunteered, and to our wonderful speakers. In fact, I don't know, just as one of our participants said that he doesn't know what adjective to use to qualify. Yes, exactly. They have been awesome from day one to the very last week of Dr. Shibawale. It has been awesome, a lot of information, a lot of advice, a lot of encouragement, a lot of stuff like that. Yes, as you can see now on the convenance page, I hope everybody can see the picture now. If you can see the picture, please type I can see the picture. If you can see the picture, please type in the comment section I can see the picture. That's today's picture, if I'm very right. That's today's picture at Igbaroke Viewing Center. You can see a lot of people who are present, both old and young, trying to learn and trying to see. We have for Friday, we have for Saturday, and this is Sunday. So you can see that, just what I've said. Now, let me be recognizing the present oversee this center, that is Omolade. She's not presently online right now. No, I told you some of them are attracted to the back end. So she's the one overseeing, she did a lot of work trying to both use online and offline system to bring all these wonderful people together in Ibaraki. And you should know how stressful that would be. Though she also has a little team with herself anyways, but nevertheless, it's still an awesome job. And just as I've said, if you can see, it's going to be a very tough job for me to travel all the way from Lagos to Ibaraki to go and achieve this. And I want to go and do publicity. So you can see that it's a real big deal. So all the volunteers, I know I can't fully mention all your names, but sincerely speaking, as we have been chatting on our WhatsApp, we know I've appreciated you more than the way I can express myself. I wish to keep on saying word of appreciation to you, but for the benefit of time, so that we can move to the next thing. Let me equally use this opportunity to appreciate my boss, Mr. Loye, for the great privilege to have been in charge of the program. I know some of us who are event planners knows what it means when you are planning for an event, both financially, mentally, fact, emotionally, not anything you can think of just to make sure the program is a success. And it has been so supportive. We sometimes, in fact, during this program, let me tell you one secret. We don't sleep. It might be so funny to you. I don't think the highest number of hours we have is 2 or 3 hours. Like yesterday, both of us slept around 3 a.m. and we woke up before 7 again. So you can see, so a lot of sacrifice have been put into this program. But what will be the joy is to see you greatly by 2021. Please make sure you you make use of the information you have gotten so far from this summit. Apply for the necessary grants. Make sure you open the necessary social media. Your digital footprint must be a positive one. Make sure you register your name positively on the internet. Don't buy data and use it to watch movie. Let your data count for you. Let it make money for you. All those information, I don't want to like doing a recap. I'm just trying to sensitize us on those information. So let those information be an awesome one. Let it be, you can put some of them on your vision board. You can put some of them on your Google reminder, your mobile reminder, or any reminder means you can have. Make sure you track your achievements. You know how many books you want to read. You know, I'm just trying to give us a short recap of this. So I have a special way of appreciating the speakers. They said we should give honor to those honor is due. So, there's a way you let me say, if a governor should visit any one of us, there's a way you package the kind of regards, greeting, even if you want to even give them food, you understand? So all those things supposed to be accorded appropriately. So I will try and share a screen with us, and okay, let uh, let me try and share a screen with us, and let's see how we can enjoy this wonderful. Can you see the screen, please? Please, before I play this short video, let me confirm if you can all see the screen. Can we also, please type in the comment section if you can see the screen, please. Can you see the screen, please? Write in the comment section you can see the screen, because I don't know whether this information I'm seeing is recent or they are previous. Right, I can see the screen, please. So I want to track if you can see the screen. Okay. Okay, that's good. So I will be playing this short video to appreciate our speakers, all the 18 speakers, both in and out of the country. We appreciate you for calling on to you, and out of your busy schedules, you are able to grant us audience and impact to us. We are very grateful to celebrate you, and we pray that the God Almighty will continue to be there for you the way you are there for us. So let me use this opportunity to play this short video as we go. Please, if you can't hear the audio, type in the comment section in case if you can't hear the audio. Thank you. Hello, can we see me, please? Hello. Okay. So that was one of the short ways, as we say, we should say a very big thank you to everyone. I would have loved if we can do such a video for everybody as a participant, but you understand. So let me be taking my leave from here. Hope to see you 2021, and equally we'll still try to engage you in our WhatsApp. So thank you very much for being on this platform. Thank you for connecting with us. We appreciate you. We love you, and we celebrate you. Have a great and wonderful night. Peace out.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Pounds. Thank you, Mr. Samuel. We really appreciate you. We have our mommy here, Mrs. Yinka Odedele. he has been busy. She has been busy all through, and we are glad that she still find time to join us tonight. Ma, you can unmute yourself and just read the house. Hello. Hello, Ma, you can unmute yourself and greet the house. Okay, good. Okay, you can unmute the house. Okay, good.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello?
Okay, you are live now.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Ma.
Sorry I was not able to be with you all through, but I appreciate all resource persons. God bless. By God's grace, next year will be better. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. So we are going to still send your slide to the participant, so they will go through your presentation, and the few ones you are able to present it, they will also have it in the replay of all the sections. So we want to appreciate all of you. So just few information about the replay. If you make payment between now and tomorrow evening, you pay 3,000 for the replay, and for the certificate, you pay 2,000 naira for it. And after tomorrow, the replay will be 5,000, but the certificate will still be 2,000 naira. For all of you that have made payment for the replay, once it's available, we will definitely get it across to you. But most importantly, because you are here and you stay to this time, ensure that you get my number and private chat me. Okay, so those are the things that you benefit from. Ensure you private chat me. Then follow us on all our social media handles. The replay, other information that we have will drop on all the WhatsApp groups. The video to appreciate the speakers, we'll put it on social media. We'll put it on social media, so we might not be able to retake it again. But we'll put it on social. You see it on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere. Then we'll send it to our speakers also. So as much as possible, please ensure that you private chat me with your contact, so that I can ensure that I follow you up after this session. That is very important. 2021, you must win a grant. 2021, you must your life must move to the next level. You know, one thing I've discovered is the association you move with have a way of rubbing on your life. Look at Dr. Habib. I've been moving with him for years now. His life has rubbed on my life by knowledge, by information. Today, I'm not running hotels, but it's my mentor. So it does. I don't have to be in the hotel business to get him as my mentor. And those are the things we do. So we just give one or two people to say, how are you feeling now? How has been the program? Austin has been here since day one. Austin, let's unmute you. Just make one or two comments before we round up tonight. Austin, we appreciate you. Olua Fisai me too has been.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening. We can hear you.
Well, I really appreciate I really appreciate the convener of this program, which is Mr. Dayo Adetiloye, and all that have participated in the program. I really enjoyed it from day one. If I missed a minute, I blame myself for it. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the speakers. And once again, I hope that next year will be much better than this. Wish to see you all next year in greater heights. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, we appreciate your comments. Let's have Stephen, the who also have been around for long. You can unmute yourself and just greet the house. And how are you feeling now for the past few days?
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening.
Can you hear me? Good evening.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm here. And one of the background workers was saying that thanks for the usage of data. We didn't waste our data, but we invested, and I pray the Almighty God will continue to you and at the same time all that have contributed in one way or the other to make this 2020 program a success. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's have Mr. Makinde. You can unmute yourself and greet the house. You have been doing a lot at the background for the content of the program. How has it been for you? Uh, we cannot hear you. We still can't hear you. Okay, you can check your mic. We can't hear you. Okay, we can't hear Mr. Makinde. You can check your mic and we'll see you later. Jennifer, you can unmute yourself and just greet the house. And how are you feeling after the whole 3-day session?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. You can unmute yourself again. Jennifer?
I am Jennifer Okote.
Yes.
So these 3 days has been great. I've learned a lot, just that I missed some of the sections because I was somewhere yesterday without network. But I want to appreciate the hosts, the organizers of this seminar. They've really tried for doing this for us. So we appreciate you and we say thank you to all the speakers. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you too. So for the session you have missed, you can always order for the replay. You will have everything and you'll be able to work with everything. Abdulaziz, you can mute yourself and greet the house. Abdulaziz. Okay, great. Uh, there is background noise from your end. Maybe connection noise. Okay, we can't hear you clearly. Okay, let's try Makinde again before we close the summit officially.
Okay. Good evening. I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, this is very good. We can hear you.
Okay. Good evening. It was a privilege being on this platform, at least since Friday that I've joined. I believe I've learned a lot. And I know that I will surely work on some of the things I learned in order to make use of it. Because the essence of being on this program is just to make use of what you have learned, not just to attend the program alone, but to put it into practice. And I believe that I'm well equipped now. I need to try something new. Thank you very much for organizing the program. I'm very grateful.
All right, thank you very much. The final person, Gibrin, have you greet the house, and Michael. Then we do a closing prayer, and we end officially.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, sir. We can hear you.
Sincere appreciation to the organizers of this program. This is the first of its kind I've ever attended, all this online program of the thing. So I want to say, but my appreciation will not be complete without getting some of this material. Especially the occupation certificate, one of the the business plan and all of that. It's only that I'm having a lot of financial constraint. This one, at the end of tomorrow, you are returning it back to the original price. I don't know. Is there no window for us, for those of us that made it like that, attended the three of
This
them?
one. Okay, no problem. Just chat me up on WhatsApp. We will always do something for anybody that attend this summit. We'll always go the extra mile for you. Definitely.
Grateful, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. We really, really appreciate you. So let's have Michael, then we say a closing prayer, then we end the meeting. Michael, you can unmute yourself and greet the house. Uh, okay. Hello, Michael. Okay, so Michael has muted himself back. So let's just have a word of prayer as we close. Father, we thank you. We appreciate you for this summit. Lord, as many that have received from the well of experience from all our speakers, we pray that they take this same knowledge to transform their lives as they begin to implement, as they begin to put action into place in the name of Jesus. Lord, we pray as many that we now hear the replay of this summit anywhere in the world. Lord, we pray their life will be transformed by knowledge, insight, concept, ideas that have been shared in this summit in Jesus' name. Lord, we pray, oh Lord Father, that we have given ourselves to bless and impart life. Lord, we pray you impart us back in million folds in the name of Jesus. Lord, we pray, Lord Father, all the money we have spent on this program, Lord, we pray in the name of Jesus that they return back to us in billion folds in the name of Jesus. That they will pray for all our facilitators. Lord, you increase them in knowledge. We pray for all our volunteers. Lord, we pray when they need help, they will not lack help in the name of Jesus. The Lord will send helpers to them in the name of Jesus and meet all their needs in the name of Jesus. We pray for all our participants, people that are connected online, people that are connected in our viewing center. Lord, we pray our life will now remain the same in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Father, for answering our prayer. In Jesus' name we pray. All right, thank you so much for all of us that waited to this end. We really appreciate you. We have 10 participants as we finally close the summit tonight at 11 10:21 West African time. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Bye bye. Bye. Thank you.